The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grapeland, Texas, Grapeland Sandy Stadium here on NETSN. Our final week of the regular season here, our last NETSN game of the week, and it's a good one. We got the Lovelady Lions in town to take on the Grapeland Sandys. Hello, everyone. I'm Brett Swinney. Alongside of me tonight, Jeremy Diamond. And Jeremy, there's a train whistle over there. If you didn't know,
it's if you didn't hear that, you did now. Man, what a great matchup. Again, an interesting one. I feel like we've had this multiple times this year, but both teams' primary color is maroon, right, or some shade of maroon, and then white is the off color. And so,
if we get confused tonight,
that's why. Yeah, Lovelady's in all white with maroon numbers, and then Grapeland is in all maroon with white numbers. And so, again, forgive us, they both have white helmets, so that doesn't help either. But we're going to do our best to keep it clear, and we're excited for another Friday Night Lights.
This is a matchup for seeding tonight. Both teams coming in district with one loss. A team we saw last Thursday night, the Mount Enterprise Wildcats. They are the number one seed in this district, and both of them lost shootouts. And so this would be probably another shootout, Jamie. I'm guessing there's going to be probably at least 100 points on the board tonight, if I'm just guessing.
Yeah, and we've said that before and been wrong, but I think there's a pretty good shot that we're right tonight. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game again, and two teams looking to make their mark here and then help determine where they fall next week going into bye district.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll have all that. So we'll go ahead and talk early about this, but we've got the playoff bracket out on the app. I'll be working on it all weekend, crunching the numbers, getting all those brackets together. But it will be there on the app, and it's one of the new features, my favorite new feature of the app.
Yeah, and again, the app that we have, it costs how much?
It's super expensive, Jeremy. It's free $99, as we say here on this.
Free $99. That's right. It doesn't cost you anything, and that's again thanks to some great partners that we have that help provide that. But yeah, our app is free, and there is so much on the app.
We're going to take it down to the field for the national anthem. We'll be back for the coin toss here on NETSN. All right, we've got the coin toss here coming up. Captains are about ready to go across the field and meet in the middle here. I like that the Sandy logo in the middle of the Texas. It's a nice logo there.
So my dad is from Oklahoma. We won't hold it against him, but
Okay.
He's from Oklahoma, and he grew up in a hometown. It was Clinton, and Clinton was known as a 4A football powerhouse, and they're the Clinton Red Tornadoes. So he was pretty excited tonight to see a tornado logo on the field.
Okay.
then he was confused why they were the Sandys, right? But he was excited about that. Yeah, it's a sweet logo. I mean, the state of Texas, you got the Sandy there, and again, kind of that same logo look on the inflatable when the guys came out through it. So pretty cool. Oh, looks like we got some chopper action.
We
here.
got a chopper coming in.
Is this going to be one of those where like the referees parachute onto the field?
Are they bringing the game ball in?
That would be sweet.
Hopefully your dad sees this up there and will put this on the screen.
I know. Get the chopper.
I don't know. They may not see it from up there yet.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a first here on NETSN.
Like, this is how you know it's big time.
Oh, hopefully in a minute here, he'll turn it for you guys on the camera here. As here it comes. And you're probably going to see it on screen here in just a second. There we go.
Brett, I don't care how old you are. A helicopter is just cool.
Oh, there it goes.
I don't care.
This is the first on NETSN.
Yeah, I don't care if you're 5 years old or you're 95 years old. A helicopter is cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool here. I don't know the significance of this. Maybe we can find this out. We've had a lot of interesting things.
Maybe there's maybe the coin is coming in. Maybe this is the coin for the coin toss.
Hey, look! You can see the wind it's producing out there.
Yeah.
Man, that was cool. We'll have to say.
Oh, the ball. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there we go.
Game ball.
You want a big game. Have the game ball delivered by a helicopter.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
They're doing it big here in Grapeland.
Forget Auburn having an eagle flying in, right? You got all this stuff, man. That's a move to the top of the list of how it's done.
Man.
And I'm guessing by the number of phones out that this was not a normal thing, right? Like
no,
a whole bunch of people have their phones out. So this is not like every Friday in Grapeland the helicopter lands.
I don't
right?
think so. I think you're right there.
I feel like we should run that line out. Get to the chopper, right? Like I feel like this is like the movie scene here.
Definitely a first, Dial. Lots of cameras up. Look at all these cameras.
I'm telling you.
We have lots of shots of this. And
I feel like you should try to fly the helicopter through the goalpost. Like, you get 3 points for that. Like, how does that work, you know? There's a lot of questions here. The referees were smart to hang back.
Yeah,
they're like, we don't want any part of that. Man, what a cool thing.
As he flies away and get ready for our coin toss. So we'll go over I got the Grapeland captains here. You've got number 1, Jakevian Bruins.
Yeah, and he goes by Kevy.
Kevy, okay. Did you get that from someone?
Just some magic. From an unnamed source.
Okay. You got number 4, Malik Johnson. Number 11, Sean Walker. Number 70, Brock Estes. And number 74, Jesse Ellington. You got the captains for Lovelady?
Yeah, for the Lovelady Lions, you got number 60, Hunter Crawford. You've got number 34, Lane Wilson. Number 56, Case Pennington. And then number 2, the quarterback, Cody James.
All right. So we'll see here what.
And again, we've had this all year. We don't always get a great look at what the coin toss call is. So hopefully we get some clarity.
The speaker system here is not super loud, so we probably won't get anything from a referee mic. So we're gonna have to hope that he's
demonstrative.
Look in this direction and kind of gives us some good signals.
We need some big, good pats on a shoulder and some of those things to help us out. All right, so Lovelady won the toss and deferred. So it looks like Grapeland is going to be moving to our left here, if you're looking at the screen. So Grapeland will receive.
Okay. It's always interesting, especially in these kind of matchups with the high-powered offenses. Who's going to attempt to go on the offensive, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. So providing there's not some kind of chicanery with an onside kickoff, we'll get a look at the Grapeland offense and the Lovelady defense to start us off.
Oh, real quick, Jeremy, we didn't get to go over the Diamonds winning keys here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's pull that up real quick and tell us real quick what you got.
Sure. For the visiting Lions, I think for them they've got to lean on a stingy defense. Other than one game this year, they've held their opponents right at or under 30 points. In fact, many times well under. They need to convert on third down. They got to keep drives going. And then I think for them they've got to control the time of possession. For the Grapeland Sandies, I think the key for them, they got to get over that 30-point mark. That's the only time that somebody has beat the Lions is scoring more than 30. Granted, it took 82, but it happened. They got to win the turnover battle, and then I think they need to be balanced offensively with their attack. You got to get the ball on the ground and through the air to keep this Lions defense off balance.
All right, so here we go. We are underway here in Grapeland. It's going to be a fair catch.
Yeah, and the kicker there was Brady McCullough. And I think he kicks and punts. So and he plays wide receiver and DB. So he's a multi-talented young man.
That was Eli De Leon there on the fair catch for the Grapeland Sandies, and they'll take the ball first here at their own 29-yard line here.
And again, you got number 11, Sean Walker, as the key. Here's the quarterback.
And it's going to be a carry by Walker, and he is stopped for no gain there on first down. They said, wanted a helicopter on the – they delivered the game ball. That was pretty cool. Yeah, someone said that was interesting. First time here for us to see that happen. So second down and 10 here for Walker and the Grapeland Sandies. And I feel like Sean Walker may be the same player that was a really good basketball player last year for the Sandies. We got to cover them. And he's going to go deep, and he's got somebody open, and it's incomplete, intended for Aiden Owens. And he had a step or two there.
Yeah, and a late break up there. And so 22, the corner there, that was Ryder Lavelle, and then Isaac Chason were there to break that up.
So it'll be third down and 10 now for the Sandies. And we are working on the internet, so if it is giving little problems right now, we're working on that. Walker in the pocket's got pressure on the backside, and he is hammered. It's number 55 there on the pressure. That's John Gulage. Man, that's going to be 3 and out for the Sandies, and no yards that drive, and so Lovelady's defense holds first. So back to punt for Grapeland here. Let's see if we can get that number. Can't tell from the side here.
Yeah, and then deep is number 8. That's Colton Patrick.
It's going to be Walker that punts, the quarterback. He gets off a really good punt. It's going to send the return man back way back.
Yeah, they got him all topsy-turvy, too. He was turned one way and the other and wisely got away from it.
So Walker also the punter. So that's going to be a ball spotted at the 28. So basically just a flip of the field here. So it'll be Lovelady's first opportunity to try their luck on offense. And I think they're going to, I believe their quarterback is number 2, Cody James.
Yes, it is. And they're going to come out and looks like a 3 wide with an H back.
You got the tailback in the backfield with him, and that's Moise Viejo.
Moises, yeah, Moises Viejo.
I'm going to have to work on my.
That's right. You're going to have to work on your pronunciation.
Is it my R's? Or no, not this one.
No, double L, Viejo.
Viejo.
Yeah.
Okay. So this time it's going to be James on the keeper, right side. He's got room, and he's going to be tackled, but only a gain of a couple. Nice tackle there by the Sandies, and so far, I guess it's the announcer jinx here. I mean, I said
you said it was going to be offensive. And
you know how that goes.
It has not been.
The pass out to the right side, incomplete, intended for number 12. That's Isaac Chason. And that's going to be another punt. So we're 2 for 2 on punts here.
Yeah, so the announcer jinx is highly effective so far. We apologize for that.
Let's see who we got. Looks like it's going to be Brady McCullough back to punt. And back deep for Grapeland. That's going to be Walker. That's punt's a little low. It takes a sideways bounce, and it rolls, well, a little bit for Lovelady there, but going to be better field position for Grapeland this time. They're going to start at their own 42-yard line.
Lions punt down at the Sandy 42-yard line. First and 10, Sandy ball.
So it'll be first and 10 for Grapeland at the 42-yard line. Walker in the backfield. He's going to send a man in motion. He's going to hand off to his tailback. That is Diego Pajaro. This is
Yeah, Fajardo on that one.
Now you go correct me every time, aren't you, over there, Mr.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help.
Fajardo.
Fajardo, yeah.
Both of these tailbacks tonight have interesting last names.
Yeah, so Fajardo is a junior and is a 1,000-yard rusher. I think he's been a starter or played a lot of time all 3 years. They have another guy, Malik Johnson, who's questionable tonight.
Oh, Walker coughs
up
up the ball, and it's recovered by Lovelady. That ball just came popping out. I didn't see
he had
it.
some room, and that thing shot out from behind. I think he got punched out from behind, and that ball took off like a rocket.
So the ball is going to be recovered by Lovelady at their own 47-yard line. So neither team is – they're kind of just taking jabs right now back and forth. And the first turnover of the game goes against Grapeland. That's going to be important right here.
A quick toss here to number 22. That is Ryder Lavelle. And he gets a little room there, kind of on that mini jet sweep. Going to do the same thing the other way. But a big stop in the backfield there by number 62, Lane Olson.
We got a penalty here. Going to back them up. So Lovelady gets the first penalty of the game.
It's going to take them all the way back to the 41-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 16 here. 3rd and 16 for the Lovelady Lions. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man. There's a battle.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
They let him play, though. They were both probably could have been flagged for a penalty. And
it was kind of, man, Bruins there probably got away with a little bit of celebration. He could have easily been penalized for the double thumbs down there, but he wasn't, and so that one's incomplete, and we're going to have another punt. So, again, the announcer jinx is in full effect. We did not do well there.
No, we have not. And the punt away this time is a really good punt, and it's going to go over the head of Walker, and Lovelady will down it at the 15-yard line of the Sandies.
Yeah, so Grapeland's going to take over. A long way to go, 85 yards if they want to get a touchdown, and probably at least a good 70 if they want to get points.
Sandy's offense takes over 1st and 10 from their own 15.
So 1st and 10. The Sandies, and handoff up the middle. Could be stopped for, it's like maybe a loss of 1.
Slight loss on the carry. Tackle made by number 65, Trenton Cook. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, so we weren't sure pregame if Malik Johnson was going to get to play or how much he'd play, but he was in there on that carry, and he's back in the backfield again next to Walker. Again, he's a 4-year starter.
And
That's
Walker throws it deep, and it's going to be, good defense there by the receiver.
Kevy was a DB on the last play on the deep ball, and he became a DB on the one intended for him there.
Man.
You know, the problem with one guy going deep is you've got 2 safeties and a cornerback there. It's hard to win those matchups when it's 1-on-3 or 3-on-1. And so, again, it's going to bring up 3rd and 11 here.
So Walker in the gun is going to roll to his right, looking for receiver. He's got a man open. He caught it at the 30-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, great catch there by Bruins. That's going to be 16 yards on the first down catch. They've tried a couple times now to get hooked up, and it finally worked there, and it got him a first down. Johnson with a couple of cutbacks there. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry.
Second down and 6 for Grapeland here. Again, we're still working on the internet here. I do apologize. It's having some trouble tonight. And we've got flags all over the place.
Yeah, so loss of 3 on that fumble there. So 3rd and 9. Kevy's in motion around in that kind of orbit motion. They're going to throw a screen underneath to number 8. That is Gabe DeLeon, and he's going to pick up the first down. That's going to bring him all the way up to the 42-yard line, so a pickup of 11 there. And another Sandy first down. And handoff inside there to Malik Johnson and 34 Lane Wilson. Looks like they gave him a yard on the carry. DeLeon goes in motion to his left. They're going to quick throw out to Bruins. He's hit by the first man, but gets away, and he's able to pick up. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 48-yard line. So pick up of about 5 there.
Making his way for a good gain to a Sandy. 3rd and 4 from the 48-yard line.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. Walker gets hit big by number 34, Lane Wilson, but not before he picks up a first down. And this Grapeland Sandy offense is just starting to get moving here. So they're on the plus 44 now. So they're on their side of the field. It's going to be about 8 yards on the pickup there by Walker, and enough for a first down. Fake the handoff to Bruins. Handoff goes inside. And again, Wilson was the lead on that tackle, along with about 3 or 4 other Lions there to finish that one off. So we got 3rd down and about maybe 5 here, 4 yards it looks like, 3rd and 4. Walker cuts it back to the inside, spins, makes a couple men miss, and picks up a big gain there for the first down. That's going to get the ball all the way down to the 18-yard line. So that was a 20-yard run there by Walker. And again, enough for a Grapeland Sandy first down. Handoff goes to Johnson. He bounces to the outside. And again, there's that man, Lane Wilson. He's going to be everywhere tonight, it seems like. That ball gets all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that's going to pick up 2 there for Johnson. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. So now the Sandys are in the red zone. Let's see if they can do something with it. Let's see if they can get a score here. Little short roll to the right. He's going to throw deep. He's got man in coverage and a defender there, and the ball's knocked away. Great defense there by number 12, Isaac Chason. Yeah, and that pass was supposed to go to Aiden Owens, and again, it was knocked away. So a great defensive play there in the end zone. That ball might have been just a little bit late. So again, 3rd down and 8 here. Snap goes directly to Johnson. A whole group of Lions there to make the stop. It looks like he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. So it looked like the ball's going to be spotted on the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up about 4th and 6. They've got 5 on the clock, but it looks closer to 6. It's probably 5.5. So a big play here for the Sandies, and again, a big play for the Lions defense. And again, Walker's been the man on these big convertible downs. Can he get that going? He's going to throw. Oh, and that ball is knocked away. So that pass goes incomplete there, intended for Kevy Bruins, and the Lovelady Lions will take over on downs. So Lovelady's going to take over on their own 14-yard line. So again, a good long drive there for Grapeland, but they come away with no points. And so chewed a good amount of time off the clock. Just a minute left here in the first quarter. So James is going to fake the handoff and out the top, over the shoulder. Oh, Chason is unable to make the catch. It was there, couldn't quite bring it in. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And again, Lovelady's just had a hard time getting anything going here. So big 3rd down here. So throw's going to go out there to number 4. That is Isaiah Chason. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He's going to be tackled at the, looks like the 30-yard line. So that was a 16-yard pickup for a 1st down. Ball's going to go over the top again for Chason. So that goes to number 12. That's going to be another 1st down there for Lovelady. So back-to-back 1st downs. That's going to be out to the 46. 16 yards on that pickup. James is rolling out. He's got a deep throw there. It's going to be just out of bounds. So back-to-back 16-yard pickups to the Chasons, and then an incomplete to follow that. So we're going fast and furious here. So 2nd and 10 here from the 46. All right, James drops back. He steps up in the pocket. He throws it. And just out of reach of Isaiah Chason. All right, so that brings up 3rd and 10. Got twins right, H-back to the left. He's going to roll a short roll to his left. Now he's in trouble, and he's brought down by 3. Grapeland Sandies led by number 62, Lane Olson. Number 56, Braylon McDaniel. They were in on the stop, and again, that's a big sack for this Grapeland defense. And that's going to be a loss of, it looks like, 6 yards there. So the ball is going to be spotted on the 40-yard line. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. So the end of one, it is Lovelady 0, Grapeland 0, and we'll be right back after this.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN. I'm back, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for taking over there for a minute. We had a lot of internet problems. I think it's a little bit smoother now, guys. So hopefully it's going to work better for us. And the punt's going to be downed at about the 27-yard line.
That was a punt that went backwards and then it went back forwards. It was kind of one of those iffy ones there.
But thanks for hanging in there, everybody. Again, sorry we. Unfortunately, being the boss, I had to help everyone else tonight and didn't really get a chance to check my own stuff. And so, you know, it happens. It also fell before the game in the nice little souvenir cut on my leg.
Something to remember it by, right?
I will not forget this this game either way. It's going to be a good one here. A handoff. That's going to go to Johnson. And he's going to get outside and get a couple there. Well, I say that. They're gonna give him the 26.
They're gonna be a loss of one.
Wow.
So.
He just deceptively, that looked like he got more than that.
Yeah.
Good job by Lovelady to cut off the angle.
Yeah, again, so far we've had a defensive battle. We predicted the opposite, and so
I
both defensive coordinators said not so fast.
I should have known better than that. I guess this district, I'm just used to shootouts.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. So 2nd and 11, yeah.
Walker, it's back to pass. Looks right. He's got a man there, and it's caught at midfield.
That's Fiardo.
And great catch by Diego there. And a first down for the Sandys. Last time I covered the Sandys, it was basketball playoffs last year, Jeremy. And I was with Jeremy Titsworth. We were in Jacksonville. And we literally were sitting in a little spot over the top, and it was very shaky.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we got flags. We got a false start.
Well, we got some linemen that were already moving forward. They're ready to go.
Yeah, so 27 on that catch there to Fiardo. Again, he's kind of lining up in a couple of different places. He's one of the running backs, but sometimes splits out wide, and so they're going to back him up 5 here.
So 1st and 15 now.
Yeah, so they went from the plus side of the field there to the minus side.
Just looking for somebody to strike first here. It's been very rare we've gone a whole quarter with no score.
I know.
It's going to be a keeper for Walker on a little read play. He's going to pick up a good chunk of it back, plus some. He's going to get to the 44-yard line of the Lions. So good run there.
Yeah, so picked up he's really been their most effective runner. He's done a good job on kind of that counter type run. He starts out to the right and cuts back up the middle, and there's been room so that interior, that offensive line has kind of opened some space for him.
2nd down and 7 here. Walker back to pass. He looks left. He's got a man open. Just overthrew him. Intended for Bruins there, and just kind of ran out of real estate over here on the sideline.
Yeah, and coming into tonight's game, I think Bruins was just 50 yards shy of his 4th straight 1,000-yard season. I think that's what Coach was telling us before the game. with some communication with him that he's right there on the verge of that, and so that tells you a little something about that guy, right? To be a 4-year starter and to put in the time, and again Walker also as a senior is a 4-year starter, so some of these guys have been together a long time, and
yeah, it shows their success. They had success in multiple sports. So 3rd down and 7 here. Walker's looking right. Got pressure in his face. He dumps it off to Johnson. Johnson looking for room. He gets through the first tackler. He's going to pick up the first down. Still going. And he's going to be knocked down around the 31-yard line. Nice play by Johnson, just making something happen.
Yeah.
Walker did a great job, though, of getting rid of it because he had pressure in his face quickly.
He did, yeah. So 13 yards on the pickup there to Johnson for the first down. Yeah, it looked like they were in trouble, and then he found his relief valve there, and again let the pressure come to him, and then threw it back behind him, and big first down there.
It'll be a handoff straight up the middle. This time it's going to be
Diego. Yeah.
Diego Fiaro. First down. Nice run for Diego there.
Yeah, all the way down to the 15, so 16 on that run. And they're knocking on the door again.
Yep.
Let's see if they can get some points this time. Second trip into the red zone.
And it's going to be a handoff. Ooh, Johnson a brick wall. Then he bounces off of it and bounces it outside. It kind of gave me flashbacks of the Ash run from last week.
It did.
He ran to a brick wall and then bounces it outside there.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm not down.
What do you think about the track here, Jeremy? I'm just looking at the track.
It's pretty cool.
Can you not? There's no way you get out of your zone, right, when you're doing the relay here.
You surely not with it being red. I mean, they've made it as easy as possible, right? Both handoff zones, or all the handoff zones, are red.
Yeah, I like it. Walker just kind of creeps up to the line, then takes off, and boom, he is hit.
And he spins off that hit, but he got thumped.
Yeah, that was Chasey on there, and popped him good.
He was pointing at Bruins, trying to get him to get a block downfield, and in between pointing and running, he got popped.
And he was very patient there. I like the patience from Walker. He didn't get in a hurry. He was waiting on his line to block for him and waited to hit that hole, and then he, boom, hit it real quick.
Yeah, so the ball looks like it's on like the 3.5, 4-yard line. It's kind of an in-between there.
So 1st and goal. Handoff straight up the middle.
Great job there.
It's going to be Diego on the carry this time.
Yeah, great job on the Lions' defensive line of kind of collapsing what looked like some space. So he might have picked up one.
Yeah, I think they got it on the 3 again. So it was on the 3 before, wasn't it?
It was kind of the 3.5, 3 and 3/4, and in between.
He just may be on the 3 now.
Yeah.
Not much gain there. Walker looking for a hole. He's like, wait, it's clogged up. Let me find the hole. And he hops through the end zone for the Sandies touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run for Sean Walker.
And we finally got that touchdown to break the seal here. And so touchdown, Sandies.
Let's see what the kicking situation looks. Always interesting at this level. Let's see.
Yeah, so this is Eddie Lopez. He's a senior. So you'd think he has some experience of this. So here we go.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 7:43 left here in the first half, Grapeland strikes first. They lead 7-0. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Ho, ho, ho. You know, not every gift fits under the tree. Some gifts come with 18 wheels and a whole new future. At CDL Training Academy, we're turning Christmas spirit into opportunity. 5 days of hands-on training and a CDL can be yours. All for just $2,500. You'll train with real instructors, drive real trucks, and test right here in-house, all before the new year even begins. Now that's what I call a Christmas miracle. So climb in, buckle up, and make this Christmas one to remember. CDL Training Academy, where new careers take flight faster than my sleigh. Ho, ho, ho! I'll see you on the open road!
back here on NETSN as Grapeland is set to kick off after they were able to punch it in that time.
Yeah, and then you got deep. You got Isaac and Isaiah chase on. So that helps us out as broadcasters when we can just say, if they kick it deep, at least we can say chase on, and we won't be wrong there.
Yeah. And it's going to be fielded by number 4. That is Isaiah looking for a hole, and he is hit hard and knocked forward to the 40-yard line. So
yeah,
Lovelady,
I think that was our boy Diego on the tackle there.
A lot of the same names over and over here.
And again, that's the great thing about the 2A division is a lot of times you do get a lot of these guys that play both offense and defense, and so.
So Lovelady, you got to think they need to come out here and get something going. They've struggled here on offense so far. They haven't really got much going. I would say Grapeland has outgained them by quite a bit here early. Just taking a guess. I don't have the stats over like you do.
No, you're right. You're
and it is
right.
Cody James is taken down, and he's going to go backwards for a loss of a couple. And Walker is going to come up a little limp, and he's going to have to come out. And
that's the hard part, right? I mean, when you got guys that play both ways, you can often get somebody hurt, and then that affects you on both sides of the ball.
James, and a little contact, no call, incomplete, intended for number 3. That is Barrett Stoffer there.
Yeah.
On the outside.
I thought you were going to say Stoffers.
Stoffers?
Yeah, don't say that. I'm hungry.
No.
Yeah, Stoffer on the
I
pass
am
there.
as well. I've already tried to scout out the concession here. I don't know. Want to see what the line looks like. You never know these small.
Grapeland's done a good job with pressure.
Ooh, kind of a shanked kick there, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Grapeland from there.
Lions punt goes out of bounds at the Sandy's 34-yard line. Sandy's 1st and 10.
Got any scores over there, Jeremy? Yeah.
I need to. I know.
We hadn't really thought about looking at that yet, but we've got a. Looks like maybe is there a flag down?
Yeah, there was. Try to see what the call is there.
The white hat's going to come over and tell us. Ooh, personal foul on Grapeland. Ooh. Man.
Yeah, that's a tough one, right? To take a 15-yard penalty there, and you had good field position, and
Why we got some chatters here. Let's see. Why is it buffering? It is buffering tonight a little bit. We had some internet issues here in Grapeland tonight, so we are doing our best to try to fix those as we go, but we do apologize. That is the buffering. It doesn't normally happen, but a lot of issues in a lot of different streams tonight across the area. And I was trying to help with that and do this one at the same time.
That's right. So it looks like the ball is going to be placed on the 19-yard line after the penalty.
So we got 7 minutes to go here in this first half. 7-0.
Yeah, who saw that one coming?
Well, you heard what I said before the game.
Yeah, you were pushing 100 out there.
We sure ain't getting 100.
So now we're getting some clarification, it looks like here. We had the ball on the 34, so a 15-yard penalty would have been the 19. I'm not sure what the question is, but looks like Lovelady's coaches are just wondering what's going on and trying to get some clarification. Brook Hill is up big. They're up 28-0 on Brentwood.
That's good. Those guys maybe they can get a running clock in the second half and get home a little earlier.
Yeah, that's a long way to go. Carlisle is up 7-6 on Kearns in the second quarter.
We got all kinds. They're just taking their time here. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like there's been a long discussion about we're not sure. So Walker's back in there at quarterback. He's going to his left. He's going to get out to about the 20, looks like the 22-yard line there.
So good run there by Walker. It's good to see him back in the game too, because you don't ever want to have that injury affect your outcome here, because he's been a big part of what they do.
Yeah, and he's really been their I mean, he and Diego have been their leading yard gainers so far.
So 2nd and 7. Play action for Walker, looks right. He's got a man, and what a catch at the 30-yard line. Brought down by Bruins there, and Jeremy, he climbed the ladder on that one.
He went man hands on that one and gets out to the 31.
So 1st and 10 now for Grapeland. A nice catch there by Kevy Bruins. It's going to be a run up the middle, and the ball came out, and Lovelady gets it. A fumble on that one by Johnson, and Lovelady's got a chance to take advantage of a mistake there by Grapeland.
And really, that has been the only thing that slowed this Grapeland offense down is they've turned it over twice.
Yep.
And again, so far it hasn't hurt them, but you can't keep counting on that, right? And again, one of the keys for the Sandies was to win the turnover battle.
That was Colton Patrick there.
So James is only 2 of 11 so far. He's got the 2 completions, 1 to each chase on, but that's it. So he's kind of had a hard time dialing it in tonight. And again, he's had a lot of pressure, and just seems like he hasn't been comfortable back there. He's going to roll out again and throw.
And a good pass and catch, and completion is taken down at the 25-yard line. That looks like that was Patrick again there. So he's able to get that one. Lovelady, man, this is a good opportunity. They don't really want to squander this one.
Yeah, you can't be given a gift like this and not take advantage of it. It looks like we're going to have a timeout, Sandies.
All right. We'll take it with them. 5:35 left here in the first half. Grapeland leads 7-0. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow, a place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
James is going deep. He's got Chase on. Oh, just off the fingertips. Again, it's just been inches, right? I mean, that one was intended for Isaiah Chase on, and he just missed him.
Yeah, this is a big play right here. You got 3rd and 10. You got to figure it's probably 4-down territory here at this point. I don't see them line up to kick a field goal here. So we'll see what they do. James rolls right, got a man. There comes the flag.
Yeah, there's been a lot of contact in the backfield, and I think they've gotten away with a few. I think that was just one too many.
Yeah, you can only get away with so many.
Yeah, they've been fortunate. There's been a couple others that could have been called, and that one he tried to make his way back to the outside, and Kevy was there and kind of got in the way, and so they're going to call that one, and so they're going to call holding. So that's going to walk him 10 yards in. So the ball is going to be spotted at the 15, and that's going to be an automatic first down.
James back to pass. Looking around, looks right. He's got a man in the end zone open. Caught. Touchdown, Lions.
Yeah,
Catch by Colton Patrick.
That's right. Patrick with his second catch on the drive, and this one got them points.
And just what they needed there. They got the turnover and took advantage.
Again, we said it, this is a big drive for them, and they needed to score here with the ball so close, and they were able to get it done. And it looks like number 15, again, McCullough is their punter and kicker.
He's everything. Wide receiver, DB, kicker, punter.
He's got all, we just call him Slash, right? Like they did Cordell Stewart. You do everything.
And a good kick there, no problem. So with 5:18 left here in the first half, we have a tie game here as we have a 7-7 game on NETSN.
Fall has arrived at Stillwater RV Resort, and we're bringing the fun for the whole family. Get ready for our chili cook-off. Taste, vote, and cheer for your favorite recipe. Climb aboard for the hayride, proudly sponsored by CDL Training Academy. It's a fall tradition you won't want to miss. The kids will love our fall craft station, from painting pumpkins to making leaf art. It's all smiles and creativity. And when the sun goes down, grab a stick, roast a marshmallow, and make s'mores around the campfire under the stars. It's fall fun, great food, good company, and unforgettable memories all waiting for you. Join us November 15th at Stillwater RV Resort and make your fall unforgettable.
And we are back here on NETSN. We've got 5:18 left. And now the scoring has started, Jeremy.
We had to break the seal a little bit, right? Man, what a cool looking moon. We got a little bit of an orange moon, just kind of coming back down from a full moon. So great night, great temperature. It's just a beautiful evening out here.
And the ball fielded by Grapeland. That's number 13 on the return. That is our man Diego. And he's going to kick it up to the 39-yard line, I think is where they're going to mark it. So
a big hit from behind there by C.J. Wiley. Tried to force a fumble there. Wasn't successful, but. All right, so they're going to give him the 39, not the 40.
All right. So 1st and 10 here for Grapeland. See if they can take care of it this time. Walker, run up the middle. Spin cycle there for Walker. He's still outside. There he goes. Walker's going down the sideline. Try to take him out of bounds. He's still on his feet. He's tight roping the sideline. Finally taken out of bounds. Nice run by Walker. Man, he's got some speed there, Jerry.
Yeah, he does. It looks like they're going to mark him at the 22 and plus territory, so big gain there. So 39 yards on the run there by Walker.
Walker, he's going to give it to Diego. Diego straight ahead, powers through. He's going to pick up about 5 there on 1st down. Bring up 2nd down and 5. Good run there from Diego.
Yeah, that time they kind of went with a little zone read concept, right? And Walker's been an effective runner, so that takes at least one defender out of play because he's got to pick up the quarterback. And so it's an offensive scheme that if you run it well, it can be effective.
This time it's going to be Johnson looking for some retribution. Johnson running like his man possessed. He's into the end zone for the Sandies touchdown. 17-yard touchdown run for Malik Johnson. Man, what a run by Johnson there. He was like, I'm ticked. I fumbled last possession.
That's right.
I need to get this one back. He was not being stopped.
He said, I'm not going to be denied. He didn't need to, but he went ahead and lowered his shoulder and popped somebody in the end zone just because.
Uh-oh, we got footballs coming, Jeremy.
Yeah, we got to have our head on a swivel. Somebody might have a cannon.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
That kick is up, and it's good.
All right. Oh, with 4:26, the fireworks have started. we're running scores are left and right here now, Jared.
That's right.
So we got a 14-7 lead for Grapeland. We'll be right back here on NETSN. Back here on NETSN. Brett Sweeney and Jeremy Diamond here in Grapeland, Texas tonight, and now we're starting to see a little offense. As the ball is fielded there by Lovelady. That's number 9 the return, C.J. Wiley, and he's run up the middle. Wiley breaks the tackle, spins off the tackle. There he goes. Wiley in the
breaking it.
Oh, man, just gets tripped up at the 27-yard line. So all of a sudden, it's turned into a track meet.
Nobody can be. What's crazy to me is, like, of all the hits, that last one that brought him down was probably the softest of it. Right, he just lost his balance. But man, what a great return!
Oh, we got an injured player. Looks like Diego is down here at the 50.
Yeah, I think he took one of those. He got a shot from somebody and did not see it coming. Yeah, what a kick return there, all the way down to the 27-yard line. And again, that's going to set this up for this Lovelady Lion offense to be in range again to score.
We got the injury. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back here on NETSN, and we have a whistle and then a timeout for Grapeland. I wonder if they're
They're trying to get Diego maybe back in on the field. Yeah.
When you don't have as many people, I guess you have to really make sure. Don't want to have any every possession in this game is important. We've seen it already. You got any more scores over there? We got a chance?
I know. I need to look up a few. Here we go. Let's see what we got going on. Again, like we said earlier, Brook Hill was up big early. Let's see. Tyler High is up on Red Oak, 21-17. Again, they've got to win that game to even have a shot, right, to get to the playoffs. Lufkin's up early, 17-7 on Galveston Ball.
Okay.
Let's see, I'll get some more after this.
All right. 1st and 10 for Lovelady. Deep pass. He had a man open and couldn't find the connection there with C.J. Wiley, the intended target. Be 2nd down and 10. Ooh, little end around play, and it is met with a no. We don't want any. That's Eli De Leon leading the play there on the tackle.
Yeah, Bruins and Walker weren't far behind, so a big loss there. That's going to take them all the way back to the 33-yard line.
That was Isaac Chase on that carry. So 3rd and 15, going the wrong direction is Lovelady here with really good field position. They really need to take advantage. Play action, James. Got a man over the middle. Oh, that would have been a great catch there. It was kind of behind the intended target. I believe that was Patrick again.
Yeah, and he's just the one before he went a little bit long. That one was a little bit underthrown, right? He's having a hard time dialing it in.
So now you got a 4th and long here. It's kind of, you kind of have to go for it. And even if they don't get it, you may give them, it may be better. I mean, if you punt it, it goes in the end zone. It's going to be almost back to the first down.
I mean, you're not giving up much here, and so might as well go for it. Oh, we got a flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
False start.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, now it might change your opinion on things a little bit here.
Yeah. 4th and 20. This is a long 4th down. Looks like that is going to change their opinion, Jeremy, as McCullough will draw into the field for the punt. Still a lot of game left. Looks like it's going to be back deep will be Sean Walker. And end over end punt and see if he gets, we got the wrong bounce. Tough break there for McCullough, and it's going to go into the end zone. It will be placed to the 20-yard line, so that's where Grapeland will start 1st and 10. We got somebody from Pensacola, Florida watching.
Love it. You might win the farthest distance. That might be an automatic dub right there.
That's pretty far.
Unless somebody's in a foreign country, I think you might have the win for greatest distance. If you think you can beat it, throw your city out there, and we'll see if we can do it.
Walker going to hand off to Johnson. Johnson's got a hold, makes a little juke move, and there he goes. Malik Johnson down the sideline. Will anybody catch him? They won't. Touchdown, Grapeland. 80-yard touchdown run for Malik Johnson. Wow.
Again, you said he was angry after the fumble.
He is ticked off.
Back
2 in a row.
Back-to-back touchdown runs for Malik Johnson. Huge play there.
Man, oh man. I think he's okay, Jeremy.
Yeah, I think he's all right. Yeah. If I could run like that, questionable, I'd be running everywhere I went.
Hey, I'm questionable to return to the headset after my fall earlier. So on for the point after is up and good from Lopez. So with 3:03 left here in the first quarter, all of a sudden, Jeremy, we're in a track meet of sorts.
That's right.
And we have a 21-7 lead for the Grapeland Sandies. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Ho, ho, ho! Not every gift fits under the tree. Some gifts come with 18 wheels and a whole new future. At CDL Training Academy, we're turning Christmas spirit into opportunity. 5 days of hands-on training and a CDL can be yours. All for just $2,500. You'll train with real instructors, drive real trucks, and test right here in-house, all before the new year even begins. Now that's what I call a Christmas miracle. So climb in, buckle up, and make this Christmas one to remember. CDL Training Academy, where new careers take flight faster than my sleigh. Ho, ho, ho! I'll see you on the open road.
Back here on NETSN. Hey, we got Ann Arbor, Michigan, Jeremy. Okay.
Michigan has entered the chat. Oh, a little kind of squibby.
Oh, and they'll be fielded at the 39-yard line there.
That was Wiley. They kicked it to him last time, and he ran it back quite a way. So they said, this time we're going to put it on the ground and make him field it and put a knee down.
Well, he kind of did that baseball fielding stance there, and so he was already on the ground.
Yeah, and in high school football, that puts you down, right? In the NFL, you could get up and go, but high school and college, you're down when your knee's on the ground with possession, and so.
So we got 1st and 10 for Lovelady, and man, they just really need to get something in the end zone here if you're a Lovelady line fan. Gonna send the man in motion. James looks to his left, and it's going to be complete. That's caught by Patrick. He's on the sideline. A nice run by Patrick.
They said he stepped out. He was he was going to go if he hadn't stepped out. But again, a great play there, all the way up to the 46 on the other side.
You notice that Cody James's his delivery is kind of an odd, almost a little quick, not much wind up.
Yeah, it's kind of a little like, and it's almost like a three-quarter sidearm.
Two guys in the vicinity.
Oh, what a pick by Kevy Bruin!
He was two Lovelady guys there, and the one Grapeland Sandy guy comes down with it.
You had Chase on, and Kevy Bruin says, guys, I got this. I got it. What a play. So James throws a critical INT down 14 when you definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Not that INTs are ever good, but when you're trying to make a comeback, it's not what you want.
I'm not sure who ran the wrong route. Surely somebody was in the wrong route. You usually don't have two receivers that close, but you had one defender, and that's all you need when you got two guys. One guy can cover two when they're that close.
Yeah, it was and again, Kevy out-jumped two guys that were taller than him. So, again, just an incredible catch by him.
We got a timeout from Lovelady. They're going to take a breather here and try to regroup. With 2:47 left here in the first half, Grapeland leads 21-7. They got the ball. We'll see what they do with it here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow, a place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
And we are back here on NETSN for the 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Johnson. Johnson forced outside. He still gets around the corner. There goes Johnson, breaks a tackle, cuts it back. And Johnson's finally wrapped up by a bunch of Lions there on the 40-yard line. He's going to still push the pile ahead and get up to about the 43 or 42.
Yeah, and what's crazy is Lane Wilson was again on the tackle, and I don't know how many he's got tonight, but he's got a bundle.
Well, they're going to make it 41.5. And they conceded. Ann Arbor's farther. The Pensacola said it conceded.
So Ann Arbor gets the win. I think it's up there in that Upper Peninsula, if I remember right.
That's pretty far up there. You can't get. You're almost in Canada.
It's 100% colder. I can guarantee you that.
It is. And it's a pass out the outside. It's
what a defensive
play. Bruins. Although maybe it would have been counted, he stepped out a little bit.
He
so
did. Well, and again, a great play by the defender because it is so easy to get pass interference when you don't look back, right?
Yeah.
He could have easily run into Bruins. Bruins probably needed to step back toward that ball to draw the call. But again, a great defensive play there.
You know what's interesting, Jeremy? I'm going to go from tonight doing a football game to tomorrow. It's Hoops. Hoops is back on NETSN.
We've got split time.
We've got a state-ranked matchup on NETSN. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But speaking of state-ranked matchup, there goes Grapeland.
Yep, Bruins got caught with a hold.
Oh, man.
It was just a hair too long.
Oh, and Walker backpedals into the end zone for a touchdown.
And all that to come all the way back because Bruins held on too long.
Oh, man.
And I know the home fans aren't happy about it, but if the jerseys were reversed, they would want the holding call.
Yeah.
He hung on. The guy tried to break away, and he pulled him back, and he did it a second time, and that second one got him in trouble. And then he tried that age-old hands up, it wasn't me.
I didn't do it.
The dead giveaway.
That's like when your kid does something that you know.
I don't know what happened, Dad. Yeah, so that penalty is going to take place. It was at the plus side of the.
I think we may have it beat.
Uh-oh.
Watching from Waikiki Beach, Hawaii. Oh. Please, let's trade places.
Yeah, we'll swap that one out, man.
Kick back and watching the game. It's maybe not quite as. It may be a little nicer there. I don't know. It's getting a little chilly. I'm about to put on my pants here.
Yeah.
You got shorts right now.
See, I was debating that on the way here, and then when you said we were outside, I'm like, I'm going to be safe and go pants. That way I don't have to do that crazy transition thing, and then I brought a jacket just in case. You just never know, right? It's that time of year where it can be 80, and then an hour later it's 50.
So we have a 2-minute timeout stoppage here with 1:55 left. It's going to be a 2nd down and 7 for the Sandies coming out of this timeout after the holding call. So I guess they'll give him they got 3 before, I guess downfield holding. They brought it back 10. So he must have got down the field about 13 yards before he got flagged for that. But, man, what a run by Walker. I mean, you've had Johnson, Bruins, and Walker really affect this game in a positive way for the Sandies tonight. So 2nd down and 7. Walker back to pass. Looking around. Throws that to his right. He's got a receiver, and he caught it. What a catch and adjustment. Catch by Owens.
Man, what a grab there by Owens.
He turned around and made the adjustment to catch the pass. Just an incredible catch by Owens.
Yeah, 30 yards on the catch there for the 1st down. And, again, they're knocking on the door of the red zone again.
It's like Walker's just saying, throw it up to his guys and,
he's trusting
make
his
a
men,
play.
Right? Yeah, go make a play.
And it was another one of those underthrown balls, which is tough for the defender. It allowed Owens, who was watching the ball, not the defender wasn't, it allowed him to make the adjustment and make the catch. And it's been successful. I wouldn't be surprised if they go up top here. I mean, you've got Bruins out here one-on-one coverage. And they're going to give it to Johnson, though, on the outside. Johnson's going to make a move. And what do I know? Johnson's running inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. That must have been what Lovelady was thinking, too, and they didn't see Johnson coming downhill for that nice run.
Yeah, and early they looked like they had him. The edge was set. There was just no help from the inside there, and so when Johnson stepped inside of that edge defender, there was nobody there in the alley there, and he was able to get from the 25 all the way down to the 7, so a big 18-yard pickup. And, again, his last 4 carries have been over 15 yards. So if I'm Lovelady at halftime, that's got to be the big adjustment.
Some
there.
Keith Whitman guys watching from Union Grove. I don't know where that is.
That's not quite as far as
not quite as far.
Yeah.
Walker looking for a hole, hits it, and is into the end zone for the Grapeland Sandy touchdown. So a 7-yard touchdown run for Walker. And just like that, Grapeland has extended their lead to 3 scores.
Yeah, and again, we thought we'd see a lot of points. We didn't think we were going to see it just from one side, but this Grapeland Sandy's team is the 2nd quarter has kind of been a wake-up for them, and they've come alive.
Yeah, 2nd quarter, we're getting back on pace for 100 points here.
Right. Yeah, we were looking at the end of the 1st quarter 0-0 going, uh-oh.
Good snap, good hold, low kick, but it's good. So Lopez with the extra point. So with 1:05 left here in the 1st half, Grapeland extends their lead now. They lead 28-7 over Lovelady. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Fall has arrived at Stillwater RV Resort, and we're bringing the fun for the whole family. Get ready for our chili cook-off. Taste, vote, and cheer for your favorite recipe. Climb aboard for the hayride, proudly sponsored by CDL Training Academy. It's a fall tradition you won't want to miss. The kids will love our fall craft station, from painting pumpkins to making leaf art. It's all smiles and creativity. And when the sun goes down, grab a stick, roast a marshmallow, and make s'mores around the campfire under the stars. It's fall fun, great food, good company, and unforgettable memories all waiting for you. Join us November 15th at Stillwater RV.
And we are back here on NETSN as we've got 1:05 left. And, man, Lovelady really, if they could get a score here and they get the ball to start the 2nd half, get back in this game, they're going to be field the kick there. That's number 21 on the return, Jalen Shelton. And they'll be at the 34-yard line. Still good field position here, plenty of time.
Well, and that's one, I know you want to, fall on it and keep it secure, but he had a lot of room there. I know probably the smarter play is to fall on it, but maybe scoop that and see if you can get somewhere with it. But again, secure the possession, so I guess that's the most important. And then they're going to try to do something here again. These last 2 minutes and the first 2 minutes of the second half are critical. If they can get a score here and a score after the break, that changes this game completely.
Play action. James going deep. He's got a receiver open. Oh, just over the intended receiver's target hand. That was Isaiah Chason. And Chason said, man, just, I mean, he had it. He was there.
He just needed his arms just a little bit longer. And again, I mean, he had room and he had him open. I mean, he was 4 yards behind. The fact that the defender had kind of given up because he was beat. Yeah, Walker had kind of stopped there. And
it was a touchdown.
He was just hoping the ball was overthrown, and he was right, but not really how you want to play that, but it worked out in his favor.
Well, so James looking around. He's got pressure. Gets it away. It's caught this time by Isaac Chason. And Chason gets about 4, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 here. Clock rolling, under 40 seconds left here in the first half. They've got to get moving here. They still have 2 timeouts if they can move the ball here. They're just throwing it up right now. There's a lot of contact there and a great move.
There's
what an interception.
Again,
Bruins, he's catching everything. Bruins looking for a return. He's going down the left side. Bruins, and he's hit and taken out of bounds at around the 22 or 23-yard line. Wow.
And I think Lovelady was lucky there. One of the linemen came in late, and I don't think he hit him big, but he hit him out of bounds, and it could have been a bigger penalty there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I feel like Lovelady's pressing here a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they're just throwing it up for grabs.
Well, Brett, they only have 1 carry right now for positive yardage, and it was only for 3 yards. Or no, excuse me, they have 2 carries for positive yards. So they had 9 positive yards, but then the other 5 carries have been for negative yardage. So it's either air or nothing right now. And unfortunately, it's been a little bit more nothing than air. And so that leads us to where we are.
I'm reflecting back to the show and my discussion this week, Jeremy. And I'm really wishing I'd gone with my gut.
Yeah,
I didn't do it.
I know. This Grapeland team's come to play. Bruins
Walker
is wide open over the middle. Does he see him?
He got him.
Does.
There's Bruins, and he's going to get into the end zone. He does. Touchdown, Grapeland. What a first half for the Grapeland Sandies. A 23-yard touchdown pass from Walker to Bruins. And man, oh man, have they clicked here in this second quarter. 35 points in the second quarter, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's – again, I think we thought scoring.
Or 34, excuse me. I don't want to jinx it here.
If again, that was Brett, not Jaron, just in case.
No, it was Jaron. It was Jaron.
Jaron Peoples.
let me
send all complaints to Jaron Peoples.
I wonder how Longview's doing tonight, by the way. Just wondering.
Yeah, they were up early.
We got 6 seconds left. I'm not sure what the delay is here. There's a we have an injury on the looks like Bruins getting up slow over there.
Man,
he's getting helped off.
Yeah, if he's getting I didn't see that part, so
that's not what you want to see if you're a Grapeland fan. He looked cocky, was kind of limping a little bit whenever he didn't look at full speed trying to get to the end zone over there. And I don't know if maybe he tweaked a muscle or something, or can't speculate, but he is not putting a lot of weight on that left leg, it looks like. So we'll have to see what happens there. Hopefully they can get him looked at and get him back up, because he's been a big part of what they've done tonight. So on for the point after is Lopez. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and good.
Okay, you didn't jinx it.
So yeah, 6 seconds left. We'll stay here. 35-7. Grapeland. Man, I'm just so impressed by what the Sandies are doing right now. Maybe they watched the show, Jeremy.
They might have. They might be mad.
I mean, we all went with Lovelady in this one. That man, Grapeland is putting on a show tonight. So we got 6 seconds. Don't forget, we will have the halftime show in its entirety. We'll have the bands performances, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll have some stats, and we'll talk about what we think we need to see in the second half. I'm sure if you're Grapeland, you want more of the same.
Yeah.
Lovelady, they got to make some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, this is that one where you got to throw away what happened in the first half and start all the way over. You know, you almost have to pretend like it didn't happen. I mean, you're in a deficit, right? But you can't chase points right off the bat. You can't score 28 all at once. And so if they're going to make a comeback, they're going to have to build on some blocks to do that. I'm going to go squib here. I think they're going to keep it on the ground.
And they are. And it's going to be fielded at the 40. And that's fielded by number 9, C.J. Wiley again. I think if you're Lovelady now, I think you just take this into the half. I don't know that you want to throw anything else up. They hadn't had good success at doing that so far. And I don't know. I don't know if they've got to try to establish, you know, some kind of run game. I know you kind of put yourself in a bind now with being behind, but Grapeland is sitting back there just waiting for those balls that are being thrown up to intercept.
But again, like you've got one rush for your running back, you've got one for each of your 3 receivers, and your quarterback's got 2 runs and then one where he was tackled for a loss on a drop back, right? So I mean,
well, they're going to throw deep, and James just tosses it up, incomplete. So that's going to do it for the first half of action here in Grapeland. The Grapeland Sandies lead the Lovelady Lions 35-7. Stay tuned. We'll have the halftime show here, and we'll be back for the third quarter kickoff shortly.
is the hot music box. The first movement is the box opens. The second movement is the spinning ballerina. The woodwind quintet will be played by Zoe Burdett, Jordan Jones-Epps, Tegan Wheeler, Olivia Bennett, and Jasmine Castillo. Trumpet solo will be performed by Landon Sinnett. Director of band is Chris Garcia, and assistant band director is Cassandra Garcia. The honored section of the week are the trumpets. The 2025 drum majors are Landon Sinnett and Olivia Bennett. Drum majors, is your band ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rock? Put your hands in the air for the Grapeland ISD Fighting Sandy Band. Tonight, we will be presenting our 2025 show entitled Mullets and Mohawks, a tribute to 80s rock. We begin our show with one of the most iconic songs in rock history, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Help us pump up the beat with our second song, Jump by Van Halen. Then raise the roof to our blistering finale, Turn Me Out for a Hero, as performed by Bonnie Tyler. Directors Dr. Matthew Mahaffey and Miss Katie Gibson would like to recognize our student of the week, Alexa Reynolds. Alexa is a sophomore and plays the clarinet. And now, under the field commander, drum majors Gabe Crow and Stephen Streetman, Grapeland ISD proudly presents the Fighting Sandy Band. Drum majors, is your band ready? At this time, we would like to announce the band 2025 Band Bow and Band Sweetheart. This year's Band Bow is Gage Crowd. And your 2025 Band Sweetheart is Kathleen Molina.
All right, we are back here on NETSN, and we got some stats to go over with you here in just a minute, but we'll let the kickoff go as they're ready to get going here quickly, Jeremy.
Yeah, they were wasting no time. They're ready to go. That might have been the fastest. Oh.
A little onside kick, and
now
fielded at the 48.
I know if you get this one, it's big. But you're also giving a team that's down 28 excellent field position, right?
Yeah.
And again, they haven't been able to do much of anything against you. Why would you? I don't know. I get the idea in some ways, but part of me thinks, man, you're giving a team life that hasn't had any.
That was Ryan Barnes on the onside recovery for Lovelady, and so they'll take over. They'll start at their own 49-yard line. Like you said, great field position here for Lovelady early.
And again, I know that maybe running the ball has not been their forte, but they've got to get some yardage on the ground. They're in trouble, and there's just not been anything tonight. And again, it continues.
Yep, James tries to go left, and there was nowhere to go. He was met with a rude reception there by Jesse Ellington, the senior defensive lineman.
Yeah, and again, a loss of 3 yards on that one, and so they just kind of keep going backwards there offensively, not what you want to do.
James goes back in the air, throws it deep. He, again, has a man open, just didn't get it to him. Intended for number 12. That was Isaac Chason. He's had some receivers open, but like that one, he was open in the middle, and he threw it kind of to the outside and made Chason run toward the defense.
His connections, he's just been a little off tonight. And again, that's already 23 pass attempts on the evening.
James, that time complete. That's caught by number 3. That's Barnett Stoffer.
That's going to get him at least in plus territory here.
Yeah, it'll be a more reasonable fourth down attempt here. 4th and 5 from the 46-yard line of the Sandies. James will roll right, steps up, throws. He has a man and is caught. Chasing with a huge catch and a big pickup for the first down. They needed that one right there.
They did.
So he's going to be tackled down around the 37-yard line.
So it looks like 9 on the pickup there for the first down. Yeah, and I think they've tried the deep shot, and it's been there a little bit, but the connection's been off. So I like this quick delivery, get the ball out quick and let it go.
James gets it out to the receiver. That's Stoffer again, and a first down. So good drive here. Lovelady looking to try to cut the lead here. Again, plenty of time. Both these teams have high potent offenses. So if you're Lovelady, you scored a lot of points this season, so you're not worried. You just got to get it, chip away at it. Pass caught that time by McCullough, and he's taken down there after I guess a little no gain there at the 20.
Yeah, great tackle there. Again, it got a hold of the jersey and didn't let go. So the completion is good, but no yardage gain.
James will look out to his left. He's got a receiver open, and it's caught again by the receiver Stauffer, and he is taken out of bounds. And he's found his favorite target so far. Stauffer's probably the most thrown to, or I guess most receptions of the evening.
Yeah, and what's crazy is he didn't have a single catch in the first half, and he's got 3 already on this drive.
Yeah,
so he's 3 receivers for the Lions have 3 catches.
Okay, so he's tied already with those 3 catches here on this drive.
And again, I think that shows they just had a hard time doing anything in the
James,
first half.
quarterback draw. Can he get in? He reaches for the goal line, and he's going to be just short. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1.
So 8 yards on the scamper there.
They're going to make some substitutions. Maybe
I think this is where you go heavy.
The big package here.
Yeah, this is the heavy package here. Maybe a little bit of a tush push here.
I was going to say, is it that tush push there?
I wouldn't be surprised. They brought Wilson in there at fullback, and they got kind of a wing back look. You got 2 backs split with a fullback in front.
Here we go. James. He's going to hand it off, and he is into the end zone.
Yeah, the tackle almost pulled. Yeah, the tackle there pulled him into the end zone instead of pushing him backwards.
Let me help you get in there. That touchdown run, that was number 10. That was Oasis
Vallejo.
Vallejo. You're going to have to help me there. Vallejo. I need some pronunciation guides.
That's
coaches.
right. That's right. So, yeah, touchdown there. Again, that's exactly what Lovelady needed.
So back to attempt the point after is Brady McCullough. Snap holds good. Kick is up.
And it's no good.
No good.
Say, it looked like he pulled it. I couldn't tell for sure, but.
So the score now is 35-13. Grapeland still leads. 9:46 here left in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN as Lovelady, after that big drive to start the 3rd quarter here, they're going to kick off. And Jeremy, we mentioned it during the break. We think they kick it deep here.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of set up like he's going to kick it deep, but I wouldn't be surprised if they dribble.
Oh, he's going to kick it sideways.
Oh,
no,
he's got the
bounce.
And
it goes. And he
you
can't return it.
Oh,
man, that was a perfect onside kick. And that was fielded by Jalen Shelton, just like they drew it up.
I was going to say.
That was the perfect bounce.
That second, that roll, skip, and then that bounce, that thing went right. And again, the guy trying to field it had no idea that was going to take a leap over his head.
Oh, my, just what the doctor ordered for Lovelady.
So Lovelady's going to get possession here. Again, thankfully they can't advance it right, because that would have been dangerous, because they might have scored there.
I'm not sure why that's the rule. Do we know why that's the rule?
I think because of that, like in a late game like that, if you do pick one up, a lot of times 10 guys are up, I guess. I don't know.
I think it should be whoever, if it gets past the 10 yards, if you can
get it and go, baby.
If you can do that there.
But it's that same way that, like, if you recover a muff punt, you can't advance it either, right? Unless it's fumbled. And so I guess just one of those things where they.
So Lovelady with some new life here. They need it this time. James keeps it up the middle.
That was a good pull there, because the runner on the jet sweep was in trouble.
They're finding some success with some little runs here in this 3rd quarter. They had trouble in the first half. This time it will go to the tailback. That is Vallejo. and he is going to pick up the first down.
So we got 8 on that one, so again,
Yeah.
another quick first down, and Lovelady looks like they're on the move.
I mean, it's like we're seeing a different team here.
Yeah. This third quarter looks like what Grapeland looked like in the second quarter. They're trying to get some help out to the outside. Coaches are making trying to get that defender out wide.
James
a little half roll.
Looking left, throw, got a receiver. Oh, he was running to the end zone before he caught it, Jeremy.
Yep, the quintessential I don't
Oh,
have it.
man,
And
intended.
it was just a hair low.
It was intended for Ryder Lavelle.
Yeah, I think Ryder was ready to go to the end zone. He was so open, but he forgot to bring the most important piece with him.
And Grapeland's going to take a timeout here. So
Yeah,
they're
not a
gonna
bad idea.
Stop the momentum here, maybe a little bit, settle the team down. So with 8:59 left here in the third quarter, Grapeland leads 35-13. Lovelady is driving. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Ho, ho, ho! You know, not every gift fits under the tree. Some gifts come with 18 wheels and a whole new future. At CDL Training Academy, we're turning Christmas spirit into opportunity. 5 days of hands-on training and a CDL can be yours. All for just $2,500. You'll train with real instructors, drive real trucks, and test right here in-house, all before the new year even begins. Now that's what I call a Christmas miracle. So climb in, buckle up, and make this Christmas one to remember. CDL Training Academy, where new careers take flight faster than my sleigh. Ho, ho, ho! I'll see you on the open road.
All right, we are back here on NETSN. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. You just saw CDL Training Academy. They got that $2,500 special. As that's a special pass from James. Just
what a
floats it over
cutback.
to his man, and a touchdown, 31-yard touchdown pass from James to his receiver.
That was Patrick, I think, on the catch.
It was. And just like that, two-score game.
We got a brand new ball game, Brett.
Two-score game here, and then we'll see what they do here. They're going to try to – looks like they're going to line up and go for two.
Well, and it's gotten pretty quiet over here on this side of the field. The home fans are kind of shell-shocked a little bit here.
Yeah. James rolls to his right.
He's got a man on the backside.
He's going to run it in. He's going to get in.
Oh, and he got stuck.
Oh, my goodness. Woo! What a stop at the goal. I thought he was in.
Big hit there by number 74. That was Jesse Ellington. He said, not so fast. We thought he was wide open.
Although I wouldn't try to run over Jesse. He's a big dude.
That is a big man.
So 8:51 left here. And now we have a 35-19 lead. Will Lovelady try to onside again? We'll see when we come back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow, a place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
And we are back here on NETSN as Lovelady has opened this third quarter with 2 straight touchdowns. The miss on the conversions is big, but so we'll see what they do.
I'm going to guess that special teams here was emphasized. Hey, guys, they're going to onside it potentially. Be ready.
And here comes another one at that nice
it did it
bounce.
again.
Oh, man. Almost perfect. Fielded by Eli De Leon, or that would have been another recovery.
Man, number 3 has been fooled. Wells Hersink, he's a freshman, but he's been fooled twice in a row on that little bounce there. That one went right over the top.
What a kick by McCullough. He's doing a great job with that bounce.
There's some guys in the NFL that could take a page from that.
They may just give him a scholarship to kick onside kick somewhere.
Man, I'm telling you. Those have been highly effective. He's gotten a great roll and bounce. And again, if it hadn't been for De Leon there, again it would have been Jalen Shelton for the second time on the recovery. He just missed it.
So the offense back on the field finally for Grapeland here, and it's going to be Walker. Keeps on the left side. Walker looking for a crease, gets across midfield, and taken down at the 47-yard line. Looks like of the Lions.
Yeah, like 48. They're kind of waffling on us. There we go. I think 48.
Okay.
They've gone back and forth, but.
Well, it's good to see. We talked about Bruins is back on the field too, so that's a good sign for if you're Grapeland. Kind of went down a little limp there at the end of the half. Johnson up the middle. Johnson with a burst of speed. Dragon tacklers across the 35. He'll be taken down around the 34-yard line. So nice first down gain there for Johnson.
Yeah, and again, this Lovelady defensive line, they gave up defense gave up 294 rushing yards in the first half. That was kind of their Achilles heel.
Walker. And Walker. He shakes off the initial sack attempt. And then, great defense on the outside. That was tipped by number 9, C.J. Wiley, or that would have been caught.
Yeah, and Jalen Woods, I think he thought it was going to come in, and when it moved, he wasn't quite ready for it and didn't get his hands around.
Here's the deal,
I thought that was a broken play. I thought there was a whistle because Walker didn't even move.
Walker was kind of nonchalant with it, and then he had a guy in his face. He had, I think, Vallejo in his face.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of shook him off and was able to get the pass off. A lot of things happening there in that play.
Yeah, it almost was real bad, and then it almost was real
Johnson,
good.
there he goes. Malik Johnson pulls away, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Grapeland. 34-yard touchdown run for Malik Johnson.
And that's how you respond, right? The team comes out and scores.
He's been a force tonight for Grapeland.
Yes. Yeah, he had 2 TDs in the first half. And,
he's got to be getting close to that 200-yard mark.
He had 148 at halftime.
So he's right on the doorstep. And we say that lightly, like we had a guy last week just put 599 yards.
Casually put up almost 600, yes. Tied the state record.
On for the point after
is a flag.
Is Lopez, and it's good. We do have a flag, on the side. Usually that's probably offsides.
Yeah.
Yep, it is offsides. So with 7:44 left here in the third quarter, Grapeland answers right back as they lead now 42-19. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Fall has arrived at Stillwater RV Resort, and we're bringing the fun for the whole family. Get ready for our chili cook-off. Taste, vote, and cheer for your favorite recipe. Climb aboard for the hayride, proudly sponsored by CDL Training Academy. It's a fall tradition you won't want to miss. The kids will love our fall craft station, from painting pumpkins to making leaf art. It's all smiles and creativity. And when the sun goes down, grab a stick, roast a marshmallow, and make s'mores around the campfire under the stars. It's fall fun, great food, good company, and unforgettable memories.
And we are back, another onside. We're just going to trade onside kicks here, and then that one's fielded again by who else would field the kick would be C.J. Wiley. He's fielded a bunch of them tonight.
He's been busy tonight. Again, that was kind of that squib. Maybe if you get lucky, it hits somebody right. But, again, I think it's much safer than what they had done before. And again, keeps it from going back deep to the chase-ons back there. And so
they're going to take over 1st and 10. The ball is at the 43-yard line of Lovelady here.
And again, we talked about it. They've scored twice, but you can't score and give up scores, right?
Yep.
At this point, if you're Lovelady, you've got to almost put a shutout here to get yourself back in this game. And so they're going to have to put points on the board, but then on defense, they're going to have to shut down this potent rushing attack for the Grapeland Sandies.
So James going to drop back to pass. Got pressure up the middle. Scrambles out to his left, looking for a receiver. He's got one across the field, and it's caught.
Who's that man? It's Patrick again.
Patrick is just it's been Patrick, and it's been Stauffer here in this second half.
16 on the catch there.
And Lovelady picking up the pace here. James got pressure on the backside. Didn't see him. Oh, it could have been a late hit, and it is. And that's going to be 15 yards.
Yeah.
An unnecessary roughness there. And he just got shoved after he got rid of the ball. That's a tough one for Grapeland. Excuse me. You don't want to pick those up right here and give free yards to a team this far behind.
Yeah, you don't want to give him anything. And again, you gotta know that the ball's away and just pull up. I just noticed that that Walker came off the field limping again. I think it's a cramp.
Do I need to give him my pickle?
Yeah, he might need it. might need some pickle juice there. So, again, a big 15-yard penalty.
So now Lovelady will be at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 here. So they look to try to continue to answer, try to stay in this game. James rolls to his left. He's looking to run, and no room there. It was cut off on the outside.
There's been nothing to the outside for them, any kind of speed sweep or anything like that. Grapeland's done a great job of kind of walling that off and forcing them wide and then pushing them out of bounds. And, again, a big loss.
That was Traylon Gaines on the outside there, kind of cut him off.
Yeah, they've been a little bit more effective on the direct run up the middle, and I think if you're going to run, you got to do that, right? You can't go wide in this Grapeland defense. They've been effective.
James flings it across the middle and caught. It's Patrick. Touchdown, Lovelady. So a 29-yard touchdown pass, James to Patrick, and here we go again. Track meet. There it is, Jeremy. It just started late.
That's it. They got out of the blocks a little rough, but have picked up pace since.
Man. This is the game we thought we were going to get, and we didn't even. It's not even. This is basically a quarter and a half worth of points.
Yeah, I was going to say we had 0 points at the end of the first quarter, and we're at 67 here in a quarter and a little bit more.
James, he's going to keep it again. This time he gets in for the 2-point conversion, and it is good. So with 6:43 left here in the third quarter, Lovelady now cuts the lead. They trail 42-27. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
All right, we are back here on NETSN. 6:43 left here in this third quarter, and man, we've already scored a ton of points here.
I know we've turned on the scoring jets here.
And Nicola says, "All right, we're cutting this lead in. I'm going to kick it deep, and so it's going to go into the end zone. And they're going to make Grapeland earn it this time. They'll start 1st and 10 from the 25."
Yeah, so we've already had 27.
Man.
From so some score updates. Longview 28, Royce City 17. So
is Longview a good team, Jimmy?
They're
I'm asking
solid.
for a friend.
For a friend. Tyler High had an early lead on Red Oak, but Red Oak has responded. They're up 63-20 in the fourth. Mount Pleasant all over Hallsville. Marshall up big on White House, and Texas High all over Nacogdoches.
Okay. None of those really are surprising there, I don't think.
Halftime, Sunnyvale 28, Canton 24.
Ooh.
A matchup there, a big matchup. Both teams have been undefeated in district.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 here for the Sandies. Walker is going to keep it on the left side. Walker's got a hole. There he goes. Sean Walker down the sideline. It's going to be a face mask.
Yeah.
Add 15 more to the end of that one. And everybody threw their flag. I need to throw mine too.
I was going to say flags are flying.
We need to get our own flags. The NETSN flags.
That's right. Send one out. Get a sponsor there, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like the run's going to get him to the 47.
So explosive is Grapeland. They've got some guys that are just those dudes. Like they hit that hole, and you better hope you tackle them, because if you don't, they're making a big play.
And again, a huge penalty, right? Not only do you give up 28 on the run, and then you add 15 more on the penalty. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. So that field position that you kicked it to make them travel the entire field, now they're already inside your territory They're at the 32-yard line of the Lions. Right up the middle, it's Malik Johnson. Cuts it, breaks a tackle, breaks another one. There he goes. Malik Johnson. Touchdown, Grapeland. 32-yard touchdown run for Malik Johnson.
And
Man,
again,
there goes that guy. What are you going to run out of pencil over there,
I know,
Jeremy?
I'm going to have to go to a second backup pencil. What's crazy is this defense for Lovelady has been really good all year, and it's been their Achilles heel tonight.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to get a stop when they need it.
Man. Someone says, do y'all think Lovelady is going to come back? Well, I don't know. I don't think anybody's stopping anybody at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe.
Defense is optional
You're going to
here.
have to win all the onside kicks, right? I mean, because right now nobody's stopping anybody.
Lopez on for the point after. Ooh, almost got it blocked, but it's still good. So with 6:26 left here in the third quarter, Grapeland strikes back. They now lead 49-27. We'll be right back here on NETSN. And we are back here on NETSN. 6:26 left here in the third quarter, and man, what a track meet. It's just picked up even more in this third quarter. Another little pooch kick, and it's going to be fielded by Lovelady at the 39-yard line. That's number 5 on the return there, Courtney Whitaker. So, I don't know. I guess they're just going to keep giving each other points here.
Yeah, so get this. Timpson up 19-0 on San Augustine. Shelbyville up big on Hemp Hill. Again, we know the score.
I said something about that, Jeremy. I think I did. I said, will San Augustine
rest their guys or play them? Yeah.
Now, I don't know that that's the case, but
right.
I'm suspicious. I'll have to go back and watch that game on NETSN. Larry's down there.
Mount Enterprise at halftime is up 56-7. I have a feeling Kagan Ash has a lot of those 56.
Yeah. Question is, how many more will he get?
That's right.
So here we go. Lovelady looking to answer back. James with a little handoff up the middle. Looks like it was to Vallejo. I couldn't tell there. Yep. And he's going to get up to the 41-yard line. That's the problem with Lovelady. They're not as explosive as far as on that one play that Grapeland is. So they're going to have to get some explosive plays to answer because they don't have time to take their time and drive down the field.
Carlisle is up 21-13 on Kearns in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
That's a big important game for seeding.
James and almost intercepted.
What a defensive play there by the receiver Lavelle. He kind of knocked that away from I think that was number 9. I think that was Gavin Ramirez there.
Yeah, it was Ramirez, and that was almost a great interception. He almost snagged that one. Yeah, Carlisle, that game, if the score stays the same and they win there, they'll be the 3rd seed. That'll put Cayuga in at the 4th spot. They're playing Frankston. You have a score on that one?
I do. Frankston is up 28-7 in the 4th.
Okay. That pass complete over there to Stauffer on the far side.
Okay, ARP 13, West Rusk 15 at halftime.
West Rusk, West Rusk Raiders.
Yeah, Troop is only up 7-6 on Buffalo at the half. I'm assuming Troop might be some resting a few guys, but
yeah, they've locked in their district championship. That's the weird thing about the last week especially when you pick those games, who's playing and who's not.
Right. It does get tricky for sure.
So 4th down and 1 here. Lovelady's going to go for it. They're going to hand off, and they're going to get it. That was, again, Vallejo.
Yeah. Picks up the one he needed.
Woo. Man.
Yeah.
He kind of just got on top of the pile there and kind of slid across.
He did. So he got the ball all the way to the 50 on that one.
Problem again is they're just taking a lot of time that they don't have. They need to score a little faster if they want to stay in this race. It's like they're you got Grapeland's running the 100-yard dash, and they're running the 400.
Yeah.
James looks out to his left. Throwing it up to a receiver, and incomplete.
It landed out there in no man's land.
It was intended for Ryder Lavelle. It's almost like that was just kind of a schoolyard, backyard play where you just kind of just point and go up the field.
At the half, Malakoff 10, Winsboro 7. So a defensive battle there.
Man. I'd be interested to see how these shake out. I'll be spending my weekend building that bracket up for everybody on our NETSN app that you make sure you got to go get if you don't have already. James with a little quick screen pass out to Stouffer, and here he goes. There's the big play they needed. Touchdown, Lovelady. 50-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback. James to Stouffer. Man, that's what they needed right there.
Yeah, and again, that's great to score. You have to, but now you have to get a stop, right? And I think that's been the issue all night is they have scored here in the second half, but they haven't stopped, right?
Yeah.
So you can get points, but to catch up, you got to get some defensive stops.
Well, it looks like they're going to continue to try to get back on pace here. They're going to go for 2 to cut the lead to 14. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be in for the 2-point conversion, and that is Vallejo. So with 4:40 left here in the third quarter, it's now 49-35. Grapeland. Be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN.
That was a speedy, quick onside kick there.
Yeah, I don't even know if we got that on camera.
Yeah,
there.
it happened. They came reset real quick there. That was kind
it's
of
like they're moving as fast as the offenses are.
Yeah. So it was recovered by the Sandys. So they're going to get the ball at the 50.
They're at the 50-yard line. Question is, how long will it take them to score?
Yeah, man. If I'm Lovelady, you again. If you want to win this game, you have got to get stops, and this is a big drive right here for both teams.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Walker's going to hand off. Malik Johnson. Oh, he jumps over the pile. Goodness, that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, and a whole pride of Lions there waiting on him as he jumped over the top.
Man.
I think almost the entire defense was waiting on him. He did pick up 2, though. Well, that leap is dangerous because while you're hanging up in the air, somebody can just knock the ball out of your hands.
I'm just thinking as far as getting injured.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, you're right.
Take a hard shot up there on top of that pile. So we go. 2nd down and 8. And incomplete. Walker got some confusion there.
There was some miscommunication there. I think it looked like Owens might have run no, that wasn't Owens. Excuse me. That was Jalen Woods. I think he ran the wrong route. He went up the middle on the seam, and I think he was supposed to come out.
And it was there, too. There was an open space where the ball was thrown. And so now we have a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah.
Lovelady, this is a chance to get Grapeland off the field here.
And what's hurt him has been the quarterback run on the cutback, right? Kind of starting to the outside, cutting back up the middle. So they've got to shore that up here. Get good contain and get good flow. There it goes. He's going to cut it back.
Walker. There he goes. Walker got the 1st down and more. Walker breaks another tackle. Walker inside the red zone and taken down at about the 17 or 18-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like the 18. And a big 3rd down run from Walker just when they needed it. That was a big play.
Yeah, 30 yards on that one from the 48 to the 18. Big play there.
Sanders had the ball 1st and 10 from the line's 18.
And again, they're in the red zone.
There we go. Oh, thought there was movement. Nope, he was just the receiver in motion. It's going to be Johnson. It just looked strange.
It did.
Looked like the tight end or fullback there, De Leon, kind of came backwards, and I thought he was about to get involved in the play.
Yeah, he kind of did a little back step side shuffle there, kind of in motion, and it did look a little awkward in the start, and then he was able to stay lateral.
Yeah, and it put him in good position to make a block, which is why they had him do that. Well, a gain of just 1, so he's 2nd down and 9 here. Clock rolling under 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Play action. And Walker, kind of between 2 receivers. You had Owens and Woods both out there.
And I think, again, that's kind of the second time Woods has kind of come out of his break a little sloppy, and so I think he was supposed to keep going to the outside there, and he kind of came out of that break a little weird and didn't get out where he was supposed to, and so the ball kind of fell harmlessly to the turf.
So 3rd down and 9. Another big play here in this, and it's going to be a direct snap to Johnson. Cuts it up, goes, almost gets through the tackle, but a big tackle made, touchdown-saving tackle there by number 4, Isaiah Chasen. And
9 on the carry there.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal.
I was going to say it's really close if it's not a 1st down.
They're gonna measure it.
That might be the 2nd measure I think we've seen all year.
Yeah, we haven't been bringing many measurements. They're going to bring the sticks from all the way across.
Those guys are going to run a good mile here.
They're like, man, I got to run all the way across. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah. Nobody told me about this part of the job. Yeah, this is, again, not that you wouldn't go for this on 4th down, but you get a 1st down here and you can chew more clock. All right, we're going to get a stretch here. And a look, they're kind of in the way here. It's hard to tell. I think it's going to be just short.
Yeah,
by the way that they're squatting down and grabbing links.
I mean,
He's going to be about 2 links short, maybe, about 2 inches short there, the 1st down.
Man. I think they're going for it. They are short there.
Yeah, 4th and 1 pinky joint, I think is what that one is. So it is. It's 4th down.
And I imagine it's going to be either a Walker Johnson run here. One of the two.
I would even almost do a zone. I mean, I don't know. It's probably too close for that. But yeah, you can go QB sneak here and power it in. You could run some kind of zone read, right? Pull at least 1 defender out of the box. Lovelady needs penetration and a solid tackle bag.
Here we go. And it's going to be enough for the 1st down. Oh, the walk. Oh,
he was still up.
Man,
he never
came
got
out of that
down.
foul. Wow. Great job by Walker. And then we got some extracurricular. And Lovelady's clapping.
Yeah, I think somebody said something or did something right, and so.
That would be a big penalty because it would go, it is 1st and goal, but then it's going to be 1st and goal back,
From
right?
a long way, yeah.
Because it's after the play.
It'd be post-play there. Yep. Okay. So that's going to take them all the way back to the 17-yard line, I believe.
And that should be 1st and goal from the 17.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've got it marked that way. They don't.
Yeah,
they still have the sticks up over there.
It shouldn't be. I think that's an error. Yeah, it should be 1st and goal from the 17. And again, a big penalty.
Let's see if
I
they
think
put
that's
them
the
down.
discussion now. Is it 1st and goal or 1st and 10?
They're talking about putting the sticks down, and when they put the sticks down, that means they can't get the 1st.
Right.
And
I think that's the right. I mean, it should be the call. Yeah, here we go. So they're going to bring the sticks out. So again, it's 1st and goal from the 17. I think that was the discussion of.
And that's huge.
It is.
So here we go. going to make this a little more interesting. Uh-oh. And it's going to be Walker gives to Johnson, and a nice tackle up the middle. That was 25 in on that. That's Aiden McIntyre.
Yeah, great play there by McIntyre to force a no gain.
So 2nd down and 17. 2nd down and goal from the 17, I guess.
Yeah.
A little short screen pass. That's Johnson. He gets free, and Johnson's going to get in the end zone for the touchdown. 17-yard touchdown for Johnson. Wow. Man, oh man, that's a huge play right there. Answered back, got the penalty, but we've got a minute 39 left here in this 3rd quarter. And the kick is up, and it's good for Lopez. So it now is 56-35. Grapeland will be right back here on NETSN.
Brook Hill is more than a school.
I am more than a teacher.
We're more than a classroom.
This is more than a performance.
That is more than a scoreboard.
At Brook Hill, you are more than a student. Brook Hill provides a Christ-centered education that more than prepares students for college. It prepares them for life. Brook Hill is a place to grow. A place to belong, a place to thrive. Are you ready for more?
And we are back here on NETSN. Something happened at the on the Grapeland cheerleader sideline here. They're attending to one of the cheerleaders, so thoughts and prayers out for her down there. We didn't really see what happened, but there's a lot of people coming down to check on her.
Yeah, I kind of saw the aftermath. They are bringing out a stretcher, so hopefully everything is okay.
Number 28, getting on the ball for the Lions.
Helmet and came launching back.
Yeah, it was definitely strange. It's fortunate it went that way. And it's going to be James. He's going to send the man in motion. James rolls out to his right, and the pass is caught. That is number 8. That is our man Patrick again.
Yeah.
And he picks up the 1st down.
Looks like that's going to get spotted with a 42.
Yes, 42-yard line of the Sandys.
Yeah, so 12 on that one.
It's going to be James, back to pass. He's got pressure in his face. He gets it away. Oh, just overshoots his intended target. It's intended for Patrick again. And he had some pressure, some big boys coming at him.
There was a lot of mass coming his way at that moment, and he did the smart thing and got rid of that ball as quick as he could.
So it's going to be now 2nd down and 10 here. It looks like that was Racy Barnes, and I think it was
it was a false start, yeah. Lavelle was in a hurry to get things done, and unfortunately he went forward instead of waiting on the snap.
Now that was actually, Landon Luce and Jesse Ellington, I think, that were bringing that pressure on that last play.
Yeah, this Grapeland defensive line has been in the backfield a lot, and again they run kind of a 5. It's just interesting, almost like a 5-3 or a 5-2. You know, it's kind of a weird hybrid defensive line, but they've got 5-on-5, so it's man to man.
And there's basically there's no safety help right now. Everyone's up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a pass complete. James to Patrick. Makes a cut, makes another one, and gets close to the first down. Going to be just short. And it's almost like they kind of dared him to take those shots over the top. And it's worked for Grapeland because they were able to intercept and have played pretty good defense on the most part.
Yeah, it's kind of a feast or famine, right? But, man, if it bites you, right? So it looks like, what, 3rd and 2?
Yep. Well, James rolls out to his right. Oh, off the hands of his intended receiver. That's Lavelle. And it's going to bring up a 4th and short here. And they're going to bring in a couple new players, maybe some the beef package here.
And if I'm Grapeland, I'm happy that Patrick's off the field because he and Stauffer have been the most dangerous guys. So now you only have to worry about one of the two.
Yeah, Stauffer's out here, but he's got somebody on him. He's got
that
Mr.
man
Walker.
Yeah, Walker says no.
And everybody else is lined up in run formation except for Stauffer. We'll see what they're going to do. It's going to be a handoff. Oh, nice cut. And here he goes.
Oh,
it's Vallejo. Vallejo with a nice cut at the line, Jeremy. And he was kind of going off the right guard, right tackle, and he saw, nope, it's not there, and he kind of just stopped and bounced it a little bit outside. Doesn't have to be a ton, but enough to find that crease.
Yeah, and really that's only, looking at stats, that's only the 2nd first down they've gotten by rush. And a big one there, right, an important one.
And it looks like the injured cheerleader didn't have to get wheeled off. They were able to get her up, and she's okay. So that's good news there. They're still checking on her, but
yeah. Then we got a player down. I think that's Walker again. I think it's cramps again.
I'm telling you,
you got to send the pickle.
I got to send my pickle down there. He needs one. They got some of the concession stand. Maybe they'll bring some down.
Yeah, your pickle. You had it wrapped in foil. I didn't know if you had a taco or I didn't know if you had a burrito.
It was a mystery. It's like you spend $2 and you don't know what it is.
The grab bag there.
But they're going to let him take this out. I think all the cheerleaders are probably hit them a little hard down there. You see one of your teammates down. Not usually a rough sport.
That's true.
Cheerleading's not one you see injuries in.
Yeah, and especially if you're not doing competition or something crazy like that, right? And so
now that track it's not super hard, but it's still hard. Like it's a softer surface than like a concrete.
So it looks like there was a score mistake.
Uh-oh.
In the Tyler High Red Oak game. It now says 31-30. It did say 60-23, so
that's
I wonder
a pretty big difference.
I was going to say, you lose 30 points in a
Who's in charge of that red zone?
Oh, that guy. He's over there at Malakoff Winsboro. He's probably. So the ball's it's going to be 2nd and 1. So 9 yards there on the pickup.
And we are back. Sorry, something really crazy happened there. We completely lost it. And if you didn't, you got to see that. That was a nice play there by Jesse Ellington up front. Lovelady did get the onside kick. That's why they're on offense here, for those that weren't there to see it.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter of play.
So that was the longest quarter, I think, in NETSN history. It seemed like it. We've got a score of 56-42. 12 minutes left of football. Stay with us right here on NETSN.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, let's go, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums.
We're going all the way.
Your favorite athletes. Your teams.
Ford breaks a tackle. Oh my God.
Your passion. All in one place. games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network.
And we are back here on NETSN, and it's a comeback on air as a James pass complete to Patrick.
Who else?
And just don't look too far, but Jeremy. But we are a touchdown away from being a one-score game.
That's right.
This is momentum has shifted. Uncle Mo has, I believe, he's got maroon, but he's got two shirts. One's a different color a little bit, and I think he's migrating over toward that Lovelady sideline right now.
Yeah, good pickup there for the first down. And Patrick has been active all evening.
I do apologize for the disconnection issues. We've had some issues with the internet tonight. And James looking around. Oh, almost intercepted.
Diego had a gift basket delivered, and he forgot to take it with him. But a great defensive player there to knock it away. Brett, Cody James has dropped back 44 times in this game. 44.
Man, he's going to need to ice that shoulder after the game.
I mean, maybe that's why he's thrown that three-quarter to take some pressure off that shoulder, because if you're going to sling it that many times.
He's slinging it around the yard. He's going to drop back the pass again. He's throwing out to his right, just over the outstretched hands of Ryder Lavelle, incomplete.
And he had time.
Yeah.
That was one of the few times he's dropped back and not had a lot of pressure, and he kind of rushed that throw. He didn't give Lavelle
he's used to rushing it.
Yeah, and again, it's hard when you're rolling because you don't know what's behind you, but he had time there to let Lavelle come out of his break and kind of get up the field, and he just sent it out there a little early. So 3rd down and 10, this is a huge play here.
Yeah, it is.
You got to get something.
You do. And he's got a – intercepted! It's Diego! And is he going to return it? Will he have enough juice? And he's going to get caught. Oh, no, he scored!
Oh, pick 6!
Touchdown, Grapeland!
What a crazy play.
Oh, man. I thought he was for sure tackle. I thought he was going to run out of gas, Jeremy. He had a little bit left in the tank.
He would not be denied.
Oh.
Man, what a huge pick. Again, he dropped the first one. He said, I'm not going to do that twice.
Man.
I might have done it once.
That was like a gift at Christmas time right there. I mean,
And honestly, if that ball is an inch and a half higher, it's a completion and probably a first down, right? He just didn't quite layer that throw well enough. And
hey, we made it to 100.
We did. We didn't know after the first quarter if we would.
And that's almost in 2 quarters because we barely started the 4th, and the first had no score.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's the highest extra point in the history. It's good. Oh, it's no good. Oh, I thought it was good.
No, that thing had snow on it coming down.
Oh, man. 11:24 left here in this game. Grapeland with a huge swing of momentum. They lead now 62-42. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Ho, ho, ho! You know, not every gift fits under the tree. Some gifts come with 18 wheels and a whole new future. At CDL Training Academy, we're turning Christmas spirit into opportunity. 5 days of hands-on training and a CDL can be yours. All for just $2,500. You'll train with real instructors, drive real trucks, and test right here in-house. All before the new year even begins. Now that's what I call a Christmas miracle. So climb in, buckle up, and make this Christmas one to remember. CDL Training Academy, where new careers take flight faster than my sleigh. Ho, ho, ho! I'll see you on the open road.
And we are back here on NETSN as we have hit the 100-point mark between the two teams that we thought we wouldn't get to, but we did get there.
And we had a crazy extra point.
And we got a funky sideways spin onside kick, which we got a flag.
I think it was offsides, yeah. I think one of the Sandys was over the line.
That's interesting that you're still doing that, but I guess they just don't want to return it. It was fielded by McCullough there. He's like, this isn't as tricky as my onside kick.
Right.
I can field that one.
That's right. That one's a little bit easier. It's got so much side spin.
I mean, it was straight It was like Paul Wall sitting straight sideways.
Oh man, there's a flash from the past. there's about half the population listening might not understand what you're saying.
They're you're either too old to understand or maybe too young.
Yeah.
You know, it's either right in the right.
There's a sweet spot and it's pretty narrow.
Yeah, and they got a kick out of that.
That's right. So, yeah, with the penalty, that's going to move the ball up to the 46.
So again, great field position for the Lions here in the Sandy's territory here. Let's see if they've got any gas left in the tank. James, back to pass. He's got a receiver. Oh, catch! Caught across the middle. That's Patrick.
He reached out with the tippy tips of his fingers and rolled and slid.
We do have a
What
flag, but it's got to be a defensive flag.
Yeah, there was lots of contact before that catch. Man, what an amazing catch. That was about as close to the ground as you can get, making a secure catch. And again, it had the wherewithal to grab it, pull it, and then twist so it didn't touch the ground.
Man.
So 22 yards on the grab there by Patrick.
So, Jaron says, I hear you on that Paul Wall reference. He
Wait
got
a minute,
it.
Wait a minute.
He got that. Now, if I'd have thrown a wrestling reference
He'd
out,
had no idea.
He'd have been in trouble there.
Yeah, man.
So 1st and 10 for Lovelady. Back to pass. He's got a deep man deep. The corner end zone. Caught. It's Patrick. Again, touchdown Lovelady. 21-yard touchdown pass. And the scores continue to rain down.
Yeah, there's no slowing down the offensive output tonight.
So now we've got a 14-point game, and they're gonna send on the kicker McCullough here.
Well, yeah, because again, if you can get this extra point here, right, it puts you within 13, and so you don't have to do anything crazy. You know, if you can get a stop.
Ooh, high snap. That was a good on that blocked. And the ball's fielded. I don't think they're going to be able to return it. There's too many lines around it.
But that was a huge play, though, by Grapeland to keep this at 14.
Yeah. It's like they tried to go for one to get it to 13, and then something else happened. The snap really threw it off. It was lucky to get the ball down, and then it took too long, and there was already Grapeland Sandy's in the backfield. So with 11:06 left here in the game, 14-point lead. Let's take some score time here. We got some time for some scores, Jeremy.
Yeah, let's see what we got. So, yeah, it's kind of that time of the evening where things are starting to wrap up. So different games depending on start time. And so we're going to start at the top here. Longview, again, last score that I've seen was still up 28-17. The Tyler High correction that we talked about. Lufkin's up big on Galveston ball. Mount Pleasant all over Hallsville. Marshall up big on White House 36-0, and then Texas High all over Nacogdoches. The Sunnyvale Canton game, Sunnyvale 42, Canton 24. That would be Canton's first loss of the season if that score holds. Pittsburgh up big on Spring Hill.
7-yard line, so they'll take over 1st and 10 from there.
As we look down the list here, Gladewater up big on White Oak. Again, Winsboro and Malakoff are in a defensive battle, not what we necessarily expected, but last score I saw there was Malakoff 10, Winsboro 7.
Could be a handoff straight ahead, and there goes Johnson spinning through a tackle, gets up to the 40-yard line of the Lions. 1st down for Grapeland. Malik Johnson.
He's had a great night. Man. That's 13 more for him. ARP 19, West Rusk 15.
Oh, so that's a defensive slugfest, like I kind of figured it would be.
Yeah, Frankston held on to beat Cayuga. Corsicana Mildred beat Crossroads, and Carlisle beat Kearns.
It's going to be a keeper up the middle, and he's taken down is Walker after a gain of a couple. You kind of wonder if you're Grapeland, do you not want to have big plays? I mean, you take some time off the clock. The longer this game goes along, the more chances you have of making a mistake.
And again, Timpson 19, San Augustine 6. And again, San Augustine has the district wrapped up, and so we talked about wondering who was going to play for them and not play.
Johnson bounces outside, gets the corner, tries to cut it back, runs backwards trying to get away from a tackler, and ends up getting to the 26-yard line. Nice run by Johnson.
Yeah, another 12 yards for him. That's 22 carries on the evening. Again, he had about 150 at halftime, so he is well over 200 yards now.
You know, I know our game, started early, but we sometimes seem to have the longest games ever. Like, we still got 9 minutes left here.
In fact, he's over 250 yards rushing.
Walker keeps, hits the hole. There he goes. No one's catching him. Touchdown, Grapeland. 26-yard touchdown run for Walker. Man, oh, man. We talked earlier, Jeremy, in the season, and we're like, man, we got these defensive battles. But the later we got in the season, it seems like offense has just opened up the floodgates.
You're right. Yeah, it's been a complete swing in the other direction our last few weeks.
I'm okay with the offense. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you're a defensive coordinator, it gives you headaches, right?
It sure does. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up and good. So with 9:18 left here in the game, Grapeland leads 69-48. Be right back here on NETSN.
Fall has arrived at Stillwater RV Resort, and we're bringing the fun for the whole family. Get ready for our chili cook-off. Taste, vote, and cheer for your favorite recipe. Climb aboard for the hayride, proudly sponsored by CDL Training Academy. It's a fall tradition you won't want to miss. The kids will love our fall craft station. From painting pumpkins to making leaf art, it's all smiles and creativity. And when the sun goes down, grab a stick, roast a marshmallow, and make s'mores around the campfire under the stars. It's fall fun, great food, good company, and unforgettable memories all waiting for you. Join us November 15th at Stillwater RV Resort and make your fall unforgettable.
And we are back here on NETSN as we have got what I called from the beginning, Jeremy, a shootout. I was doubting it for a little bit, but
hey, and Tyler High has taken a 39-33 lead on Red Oak.
Onside kick fielded by Lovelady, and he goes down around the 43. Man, I'm interested to see on the way home kind of where kind of everyone sits now.
Yeah.
So one thing about being at a game, calling a game, we focused on this one, and it's hard to kind of see where everyone's at. We had a pretty good idea on our show, like where people fall, but without going through the scores and being able to see them, who's going to be matched up against who? Oh man, if you like high school football talk and playoff talk, you have got to be there this Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Beast from the East, because we got lots to talk about this week.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting, a fun show, right? As we talk about matchups, and again, just because you're the 4 seed doesn't mean you there's some districts where the 4 seed is going to be just as good as some of the other districts.
James scrambles, and he's got a lot of room down the sideline. He's taken down around the 30, but great job by pulling that ball, and he came around the left end here. Jeremy's like, man, where is everybody?
Yeah, I think he was.
There's a lot of open space here. I think I'll just run down the sideline and pick up 20 or 30 yards.
Yeah, 27 yards. Biggest run of the game by far for the Lions.
So 1st and 10 at the 30. James throwing to the outside. He's got a receiver open. Caught. Touchdown. It's Stauffer for the touchdown. 30 yards to Stauffer from James. And we're not done yet here, folks.
That's right. It's not done.
Jeremy's pencil might be done, but we're not done.
That's his 49th pass of the game.
Goodness.
49.
We're throwing the ball around the yard.
Oh, my goodness. 49. That's by far the most passes we've had by a single player in a game this season.
Oh, yeah.
By a long way.
Hadn't seen this much throwing the ball around the yard all year, that's for sure.
That's right.
So McCullough on for the point after. Good snap this time. Good hold. Kick is up. And good. So with 8:54 left here in the game, it is back to a 2-possession lead for Grapeland. 69-54. We'll be right back here on NETSN. We are back.
Brett,
do
you smell that? I smell an onside kick. I'm sure of it.
That's one of those things that I could maybe
point,
bet
it's
on.
A given. Yeah.
I mean, we've had more onsides than not onsides this game.
That's true.
McCullough's going to give him a shot. He had a couple of good ones earlier. Let's see what he's got. Can he get that bounce? And there it is. It's loose. Oh, man. Almost. It was almost fielded.
Isaiah Chason had that twice and just couldn't quite pull it in.
Man, that was so close. And I think the fun part, McCullough's has a good enough job of not making it the bounce every time.
Yeah.
Because that time they were waiting on the bounce, and it didn't bounce that real high.
Right.
But they were waiting on the high bounce, so they didn't come close to field it.
Man, it was close again and again. Great job by the second line of defense there on the kickoff, right return, and they were able to jump on the ball when the first line wasn't able to.
No, it wasn't. It was the second Sandy of defense.
Oh, that's right.
Not
the second
line.
Sandy. That's true. That's true. The second Sandy.
So now we'll see what Coach Wood and the Grapeland Sandies have here. Handoff up the middle. And that is to Johnson. I'm going to have to go home and upload this the game quality up this game, Jeremy, because I'm sure it's cut out for some parts of the game tonight. We do apologize for that. Piece of equipment decided not to work tonight, and
makes it hard to broadcast when the piece that's supposed to broadcast it isn't effective.
Yeah,
right?
Well, we've adapted now, and hopefully it's coming in clear for you guys at home. And it's Malik Johnson in the back cut. There he goes. There goes Malik Johnson. And the juke on the sideline. Malik Johnson, for the love of everything. Holy.
I think there's a few cleats, a couple of helmets, maybe a pair of pants that got left behind on that juke because he shook him out of everything.
Oh, my
What
goodness.
an incredible run there by Malik Johnson. All the way down to, the 9-yard line?
If you like highlights, this game was for you tonight. And I wasn't sure about that when we first got started.
Man, 44 yards on the scamper there.
It's almost like two different teams have shown up. Like the first quarter was different teams completely.
It's crazy. Crazy play. That was the 24th carry on the night for Johnson.
And it's going to be a pull from Walker. He's looking for a hole, just being patient, waiting on his block. Walker, he's taken down inside the 5. It was the shoulder pad. For a second, I thought it could be a face mask, but it was the shoulder pad.
I think they're going to spot it at the 4.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So about 5 yards on the carry there for Walker. And again, it looked like he was in trouble. He kind of did. He's been really patient.
Yeah, he just kind of lets the play happen, let it develop, and it's they give him credit. When the play is broke down and he didn't think he had a hole, he just kind of waited, let his blocks take effect, and he tries to hit that hole with his speed.
The defense gets impatient, right? And then you try to make a play, and then you get yourself out of the flow there. And then
Walker, keeper, and he's into the end zone for the 4-yard touchdown. So 75 up on the board here.
We thought the 100 would be the over-under. It might be one team getting to 100.
Goodness
It is
gracious.
a huge.
Yeah, we had a.
Yeah, I was going to say there was a game not long ago that Lovelady gave up 82 points. They're approaching that number again.
Yeah, that's not good for your stats.
No.
Looks like we've got an injury there. No, we got the stoppage here.
I think Chason is coming off the field here. He kind of went down and got back up, but they're going to make him come off the field. So they're going to bring a sub in for the extra point.
Man. So back on for the point after is Eddie Lopez.
Yeah, this game's had a little bit of everything, man.
Oh, bobble on the snap. Walker looking for help. We got a flag. He throws it up, and it's picked off on the 2-point. That's number 34 on the pick. That is Lane Wilson, and he's still going. He's taken down.
That is a long way to run to not count. I know that.
Oh, man.
I know running 64 yards back.
And we got a flag down as well. I don't know what the flag is.
I thought initially it was against Lovelady. Or not Lovelady, excuse me. I thought it was against Grapeland for men downfield, but it looks like it might have been against Lovelady. So
yeah, it kind of signaled like low. Okay, so if you didn't have it more excitement, how about an untimed down of excitement, Jeremy?
Yeah, we almost had a run back that wouldn't have counted. Well, that's even worse, right? If you're Wilson, you run it back 64 yards and you didn't even need to run at all because it was a penalty against your own team. And now the ball's going to be on the 1 yard line.
At least he got tackled, Jerry. Let's be honest. If
That's
he'd have got all the way to the end zone and then it got called back,
it would have been terrible.
Now, are they going to go for 2?
It looks like they are. I think they threw the kicking tee off.
Okay.
So a chance to push this out to 22.
Let's just put up a double sevens on the side.
Why not? Why not? Double sevens against double fives, and see if a pair of sevens usually beats a pair of fives. So,
what we got coming in here?
We got linemen. 5 seconds on the play clock. Can they get it off?
Better hurry. Get set.
That was a center too.
It was, and they get it in with a touchdown, making it look easy. Does Mr. Walker? And we got an even 75 or 77.
That's right.
We got 7755, 644.
This is
a lot of fours up
it's
there.
It's number bonanza over here.
With 6:44 left here in the game, having a lot of fun out in Grapeland. It's been a scoring fest. If you like scoring, there's probably some more to stay tuned for. Be right back.
There's more.
And we are back here on NETSN. Brett Sweeney, Jeremy Diamond here in Grapeland as we have had a lot of fun with a lot of scoring here tonight.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on my third pencil now.
And we got a little bit of return there. That's number 12 on the return. That is Isaac Chasen. And
that was our deepest kickoff, I think, since the one went to the end zone.
Hey,
we haven't had anything.
And we had a little bit of return. I mean,
that's right. It's been a minute.
So they will take over 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
Brett, I don't know about you, but, man, I'm tired, and I'm just watching. I can't imagine how these guys on the field are. I mean, they've got to be worn out.
Got an hour-and-a-half drive home tonight.
That's right. And then we've got our upward program has evals in the morning. So
okay.
I'll be up there from 8 to 11:30 getting that taken care of. So, yeah, just a busy weekend. And
this basketball score, the game I have tomorrow may not have this many points.
That's right. That's true.
And James throws it up for grabs, and it's caught. His prayer is answered at the 45-yard line.
That's Isaiah Chason.
Man. That's probably over 50 passes now, right? I mean,
he's getting close.
Goodness. So, ball's at the 45. And it's back to pass. He throws another rocket, and Incomplete. That was intended for number 9, C.J. Wiley.
And that last pass was number 50 on the evening. So that's 51 passes there for James.
51 passes. Goodness.
He only threw 22 in the first half. So he
only 22.
Yes, he decided to make up for it with 29 so far. So.
Wow.
I'm telling you, he's gonna need to ice that arm up. He's gonna be like the starter that went complete game there, in a baseball
James
game.
is gonna throw it up again. And that's going to be a catch and made. What a catch and adjustment. And that's Stauffer again. And they've done a really good job on those throwing it up, and then it's going to end up being short. The receiver adjusts.
Yeah, great job there. And again, 28 on that catch.
And if you think the scoring's over, folks.
Not yet.
You haven't been watching this game.
That's right. You must have only watched the first quarter.
James will give a little run up the middle to his tailback. That's Alejo.
I'm sure he's feeling left out tonight, right? I mean, he's only had a few carries, and so he's like, hey, guys, my turn. He's only had 8 carries tonight.
Yeah, it's been the passing attack. It really has. And the fact that they've been down a lot. They haven't been given the ability to just, sit on it and run it.
It's true, yeah. 52 passes and just 16 rushes on the evening.
James rolls to his right, looks back to his left. And he's got a man. He just overshoots him. A good idea. He had Stauffer, but just put a little bit too much mustard on that hot dog.
Yeah, he rocketed that one out there.
I mean, he's flinging them with some velocity too.
That's a bad. I mean, if you're coaching quarterbacks, that's the throw you don't want to throw, right? You don't want to throw across your body. Now, granted, he threw it far enough; it wasn't dangerous, but
yeah,
those are usually throws that you wish you could get back.
And usually to throw those, you have to throw them with velocity. But that one, you need a little more touch on there because it was open. James looks right, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's got some room inside the 5. He's going to be inside. I think they're about to the 2. It'll be a 1st and goal for Lovelady here. Clock rolling at 5 minutes to go.
Looks like they're getting him a 3 on that one. So
okay.
10 on the run.
I like that play. I think you get James outside and let him either run it in or throw it in. He's been good with the ball in his hands tonight. Well, who listens to me don't need to listen to me.
Oh, that was close, but I guess not quite.
Vallejo is going to be stopped just short of the goal line.
Yeah, we've had 52 passes, and we go back-to-back runs. Who had that on their bingo board, right?
Coach, see, Zachary Griffin, is this score real? Yeah? it's real.
It is.
It's real, Coach.
Real. It's real crazy, but it's real.
James. Going to be a handoff straight ahead into the end zone for the touchdown. Hey, they rewarded him.
That's right.
That was our man Lane Wilson there on the touchdown.
He needed a little love after that long run, so he gets the 1-yard touchdown there.
So 77-61 with 4:39 left. Man. Hey, while I've got a chance, though, we talked about the basketball game. We got tomorrow on NETSN, opening hoops nights. It's a season opener for us. In Martins Mill, defending 2A girls state champions against the semifinalists in TAPS 5A, the Brook Hill Lady Guard, in a NETSN, 2 NETSN programs that we're covering this year, battling it out.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's gonna be a fun game. And again, both teams, you've got Kara, the point guard from Martins Mill. I think she's being heavily recruited. I know since she was a freshman or a sophomore by Oklahoma State, as well as many others. And then you've got several Lady Guard players who have the opportunity to play up and move on. And so it should be a great one.
But, yeah, there's the score. It is real. So if you see it on the board, we're not just making that up. I mean,
somebody didn't. Now, again, we talked about that earlier tonight. Somebody accidentally put a 60 burger, and it was really a 30 burger, right? But this is a real score. It is really 77-61.
But I'm excited to get to go out and Coach Bruce and Coach Hubbard both know them really well, and I mean it's one of those. You want to challenge yourself in the preseason because when you get to district play, maybe you have some games that aren't as challenging.
Well, and hats off to both coaches because you take a risk a little bit playing games like that, right? Because both teams are expected to go a long way, and so somebody might look down on a loss there, but
McCullough gets a funny bounce. Ooh,
close one
Grapeland
again.
is now. They've started to get in the hang of it there, and they get the ball there at the 48. I believe.
That popped out of the hands of Dan Newman, and thankfully it looked like I think it was Aiden Owens on the recovery. Yeah, again, both coaches have great players, and again, some teams might shy away from a matchup like that, but these coaches relish the opportunity to get better, and again, 2 great programs.
So we got I knew these dudes could score it, but they're going to run out of the lights on that scoreboard. I don't know if they can put 100 up there. I don't think we're going to get quite that far unless it's just something crazy.
Although I wouldn't put it past them at this point. We didn't know in the first quarter it was 0-0. No one would believe us if they weren't watching that it was 0-0 at the end of one.
Yeah, it was. It was 0-0. This is really 3 quarters of scoring.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
138 points, and we still have 4.5 minutes to go.
2.5. Walker, handoff, Johnson. Ooh, another cut by Johnson. Ooh, we got a yellow hanky coming. This one's going to come back, I think.
But I think there was a hold.
Man, Johnson with a nice little shimmy shake on the outside there. And, man, he is so shifty. I've been so impressed with him. I have a prediction here, maybe a spoiler.
Okay.
We have our polls, our last polls coming out,
yeah.
the end of the season polls. I think Grapeland may get a vote for me.
Okay.
I've seen them now. I think.
And Lovelady takes the 2nd loss of the season. Where does that move them, right?
I don't know.
If things don't change, again, there's still time left, but if things don't change, what does that do for them, right? And
yeah.
So it looks like it was a hold against the Sandies. That's going to bring the ball all the way back to the 40.
I mean, talk about it. This is, game's far from over here. We still got 4 minutes to go. You never know.
And it's just 2 scores, right? 16 points. I mean, two touchdowns and 2-point conversions.
This right here is huge for Lovelady for me because you've got a 1st and 18 here, and you got a chance to maybe get them off the field. Can they get Walker and company off the field?
And again, Walker on that cutback has been so dangerous. He starts to the outside, comes back to the inside, and
he's going to keep it. There he goes. Walker around the right side, just waiting for his blocks. Cuts it up the field. There he goes, Walker. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And, man, he is just so patient. Like, it's almost like, are you going to just sit? I feel like he's going to wait so long they're going to tackle him.
Right.
But he just waits till that last minute, and then he just hits that turbo boost button.
And if you're a defender, it's really annoying, right? Because you're like, just do something. And he just looks so calm. He's so poised.
Oh, here we go. Mr. Jaron's talking again. I got to say, my record still holds with the combined points of 142.
Not for long, sir. We only got 4 to go.
and Johnson taken down.
That might be the first time in a long time that he's not gone forward.
He's I think he just did the old announcer jinx on himself.
He
better watch out.
Yeah.
This game is not over. He said that last time. He had the most watched game on NETSN until
1 week later.
Yeah,
he had the points lead for a couple of weeks, and I think we might be saying not so fast before too much longer. Yeah. I feel like 4 points is. I think it might be 14 more before this is over, much less 4.
There could be. So a 3rd down and 6 here. Walker in the gun. He's going to keep it around the right side. Walker.
Oh, there's a hold. It's coming back.
And it did. Yep, it's up here.
Yeah, it was. It looked like it was. What was that? Number 8 or number 9? I think it was De Leon had the hold, and it was a pretty big one.
Now we get to the point where, man, hold 3rd and long. Now, what do you do if you're Grapeland? What do you draw this up?
Yeah, you give the ball to Walker or to Johnson, and you let them cook, right? And again, this whole half they've really played without Kevy, right? Kevy hasn't been on the field since I think maybe a play or 2 in the second half, if at all, and so all this has been happening without their top receiver. So we know
they haven't really needed to throw a ton.
That's what I'm saying. Like they've been able to do this.
I would say maybe they missed him more on defense.
I would think you're right. Yes.
Because he had a couple interceptions there in the first half, didn't he? He had 2.
He did.
So, that's where Lovelady has been attacking is the passing game.
Yeah. So 3rd and 16 again. If you're a Lovelady line, you have to put the man on the ground. They're going to run the ball. You know it. It's one of 2 guys, but you've got to rally and tackle here.
Walker is going to pitch. No way. They're doing a double pass. He wanted to. It didn't work out.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. Johnson taken down. And they were about to double pass that thing.
They were.
Oh, my goodness.
And again, Johnson's able to get 2 yards out of that, but that's 4th and 14.
Okay. So
you know, and again, there was a guy that had a little bit of a step. I mean, it wouldn't have been out of the realm of possibility, but
I think that was honestly a better move because now the clock's running.
Now I probably if I was Lovelady, I probably would have called a timeout there with 4th and 14.
You got to make the decision
because the 2-minute timeout's coming. But again, they're going to have to snap it right before it. But I would have given me a couple of plays in the front end of the 2-minute timeout.
They're not even going to get to use the 2-minute timeout a whole lot because the play almost is going to run up against it.
Yeah, and that's the only danger of this.
Well, it looks like they're trying to get them. They're gonna just either call timeout or take the penalty here.
Yeah, he's going to call the timeout there.
And he will take the timeout. So 2:08 left, and you've got a 16-point game, 2 scores still. And, man. So now, this is why I think I agree with you on the timeout thing, because now you've got 2:08. Okay, by the time
it was 2:40 something when the play ended.
By the time you snap it and you get the punt away, it's probably going to be the 2-minute timeout in between possession changes.
Right.
And so you don't even get to take advantage of it on any kind of play.
Because it's going to be on the possession change versus you make them punt with 2:40 left or even 2:30, and then you can run 2 or 3 plays before the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah.
You almost cost yourself.
You get yourself a timeout back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so you use a timeout to get one back. Here you're going to kind of lose it because of the possession change.
It's so new, too. I don't know if the coaches, like, totally remember how to and know how the strategy is to use it. I don't know. Yeah. But they don't pay me the big bucks.
That's right. That's right. And again, you know, I mean, maybe he wants to save all 3 for when they have the ball, but I think that one's worth burning there, having 3 left to give yourself an extra 40 seconds or 35 seconds in possession.
So here we go. 2:08. The punt. It's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line, and there he goes. Good return.
Patrick.
And that's Patrick, and he's had a good second half. And that's it. Timeout, 2-minute timeout is going to take place right now at 1:54. And
again, it's easy to say that from up here when we have the advantage of seeing a lot of things. That sometimes you got a lot going on in the field, but I would want to have the 30 seconds back. That's just me.
Yeah.
I want more time.
Do we have any more scores? We're probably. I mean, we may be the last game, even though we start at 7. We could be one of the last games playing.
Say there's a good chance that we will.
Let's see. I got this handy-dandy app. I'm going to see if there's anything in here. Overton, 42-8. This is in district. Overton clinches a playoff spot. They'll be the 4 seed. Mount Enterprise, only 64-15 there tonight. I don't wonder what the only question is, how many yards did Nash have? Yep. Let's see. What else do we have here? Let me go up to the. Let's see. Oh, nope, that's not even going to hit that. Looks like Jefferson gets the playoff berth. They win over Tatum 49-14. Looks like West Rusk and ARP are 2 minutes to go. ARP with a 2-score lead. Looks like the Tigers are going to take the 2 seed there in that game there.
All right, so ball's on the 43.
Be a back to pass, and that's James, and he's going to get his receiver. Oh, almost complete. That was intended for Stauffer.
Yeah, and he was open, and he had it in his hands, and he just dropped it.
Tyler High with the win, 45-33. I don't know how that shakes out.
Yeah, they were in 5th, but Red Oak was 3rd, and so I don't know if that would drop Red Oak down to 4, and then if that case, maybe even 5th with the tiebreaker at the head-to-head. So it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out.
James throws across the middle. He's got 2 guys open. It's caught, and there he goes. It's Patrick, and they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Lovelady, 43-yard touchdown.
No, 57.
57.
They were on the other 43.
Oh, excuse me, 57. Good catch.
Woo, 57 yards on the catch.
I think, am I mathing correctly? You
are mathing correctly.
Is
hey,
that
Jared.
more than 142 points?
Hey, Jared.
Oh, sorry, Jaron.
Down goes the Peoples.
Maybe you can come up with something else. Maybe there was enough points, more points scored in like a minute time frame or something.
We're gonna have to call him old Cal Raleigh. You know,
I know there wasn't more rushing yards than there was in our game.
He's more bake than shake. Right? We've slid into that shake spot of shake and bake.
So they're going to go for 2 here, obviously, to cut the lead to 1 score. James rolls.
He's got guys
He's got
open.
a wide open receiver.
Oh, my goodness.
He could have pitched a 10th there and caught it. That was a touchdown catch, or a 2-point catch for Isaac Chason. And we've got a onside kick coming in here. Guess what? Maybe he was smarter because he's got 3 timeouts. So they need 1 stop. They got 3 timeouts. So they can go for the onside or get it on 3 stops.
Crazy.
Man. What a game. 77-69.
Yeah. Saw this one coming, says no one, right? I mean, that's crazy.
In 3 quarters, basically a point scoring. Man.
Yeah, I mean, buckle up.
I guess we picked a good one, Jeremy.
We did. We were wondering where we would be, and I think we did well. So 77-69. Do not adjust your TV set. That is the right score.
Uh-oh, we're going to start shaking here.
We got the stomp.
That's usually defensive stomp. This onside kick stomp now.
Yeah,
we'll see what McCullough's got in his trick bag here.
This guy, he's been dialing him up all night. He just needs a line.
Does
to get
he
a
have
recovery.
one that back kicks it to the behind him?
I don't know. He needs one to ricochet off somebody, something.
Because nobody's over here.
That's
Can he
true.
kick it right-footed? Doink. Oh, good recovery, and it's Diego.
Yeah, Diego there was on the ground ball. Looked like a shortstop there.
And I would say Diego's play of the game, the interception return.
Yes,
I mean
that's really the difference, right?
It is because they're down here driving, and he returns it all the way back, and that is the difference in this football game right now.
For sure.
Man. So now you've got 1st and 10 at the 49. Grapeland needs a first down to seal this game.
Yeah, I have this weird sneaky feeling they're not going to be satisfied with just a first down.
I don't know.
And maybe I'm wrong, but there's still 3 timeouts left.
You want to hit. You want to try to hit more than 82 points.
Yeah. That way you can call those guys down the road and say we scored more. And again, Lovelady's got all 3 timeouts.
And there goes Walker. Bounces out looking for something.
Stay in bounds.
And he goes out of bounds. Ooh, that's a mistake.
Yeah, you got to slide. Get on your butt.
Coach is like, oh, you got to stay in bounds.
Yeah. Picked up 2 on the carry.
And he's telling him that right now. He's like, perfect, just go down.
Yeah.
It's not worth the extra
And it's hard because you're trying to avoid a hit, right? So, but again, just slide. Take the slide. And again, that saves Lovelady from having to burn a timeout. So they still have 3 left. It's 2nd down and 8.
Crazy game all the way from Virginia.
Okay. We got people all over the place. I'm loving it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it.
We sure have.
It's true. It's been a blast.
And a handoff in the middle to Johnson, and he stopped. Okay.
And even for a loss of 2.
Timeout. He's going to be tackled down at the 49-yard line of Grapeland, and man, the clock's still running.
The clock is still running. He's waving. They're gonna have to reset the clock.
Yeah, they're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah,
they got that home clock.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little home cooking on the clock.
The button got stuck. They couldn't turn it off up there.
A little bit of home cooking.
Maybe no one will notice, right? No, the referees caught it. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, you got to bring the helicopter back in to get away with that, right? You need a distraction. So it's going to go back to 1:20. So they were able to shave 13 seconds, but
here we go. Here's
so fast.
Darren's got something else.
Okay, what's he have
I
now?
still have the single team score record with Mount Enterprise at 80.
Hey, Jaron, do you have the rushing
82.
record for a single game? Does he have that one?
No, the all-time state rushing record in one game.
Yeah, we got that one.
He's going to come up with a stat that just to fit whatever he's got.
Yeah, biggest broadcast, that would be us.
Yeah.
This game, highest points. So what you're saying, Jaron, is you're asking for Grapeland to score a TD here. I think that's what he's asking for. Or maybe Lovelady to return one, right? I mean, Jaron, you might get your
Lovelady, we could just have overtime, then we could just play more.
That's true. It's 3rd and 10 here. It's a big play here for the Lovelady Lions. And, again, Grapeland needs to get that clock moving, and they need to get a first down badly.
Go. Walker in the gun. What are they going to do? He's going to play action in the keep. He's going to throw it. He's looking around. He's going deep, and it's way short, and the clock stops again.
Yeah.
So now you've got 4th and 10 with 1:13 left. The fans around us are
wondering
what's going on here.
Yeah, and again, you go out of bounds and stop the clock, and then you throw it.
And now
stop the clock.
now
You'd rather
you don't
him just run there.
But the key is you let them keep a timeout.
They have 2 left, right? So they should really be out of timeouts.
You've got to punt this, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
force
you've had
them
success,
to drive
but
all the way down and score and get a 2-point.
Pin them deep, punt this thing out of there.
Man.
Yeah, you have to. And again, I think that's the smart move. If they're going to do it, make them drive 80, make them go 90 yards, make them go 80 yards, and make them go for 2 and get it, right? Like you have to force their hand.
Yeah.
I know there's a temptation there, but you don't want to give them the ball with only 49
who's
to
their
go.
punter?
That's true. It is that man. It's that quarterback.
Sean
We got
Walker.
a flag. Too many men.
Uh-oh.
Or not enough men or both.
There's a lot of white jerseys out there. How many is it?
11. It looks like a lot because of the white helmets, but
I
it's
guess
11.
so. It looks like there's a ton of guys. Now, again, Walker is the punter.
Did they call it delay of game? There was a flag thrown. I think it was delay of game. Okay, so delay of game was the call.
I mean, back to return the punt is Colton Patrick, number 8.
He's kind of been active today.
He's been a guy, especially the second half.
I think if you had any design on faking it, I think that penalty took any thought of that. I don't think that was a thought, but it definitely. Oh, they're coming for
Walker, and he kicks it kind of sideways. Doesn't even. Ooh. Now that's gonna interesting where they spot it because it went sideways out of bounds. How far up will they go?
He's got to keep walking.
I'm thinking he's up closer to like the
24, 25. Okay, 22
That's
or 27. Excuse me.
Okay,
27. Sorry, but that could have been. It was closer to the 39 if you ask me.
So you got 106 left in the game. You've got 2 timeouts. And you've got to drive the ball down 73 yards and get a 2-point conversion to tie this game.
Come on. Inject it in my veins.
Man, oh, man.
So they're going to spot it on the 28.
Nickel Pony says, if game ended now, any idea who the playoff punt? Don't know that yet. They haven't had time to figure that out. Maybe somebody in the chat
We're
can
still
help you
trying
with
to
that.
figure out how much, what's going on. We're still trying to figure out this one. This is a wild one.
So James in the gun's going to roll out to his left, looking to throw it up. He's got a receiver. Caught! Cross midfield for the first down. It's
Stauffer.
It's Stauffer again.
Yep, he's been all over the place.
And hurrying up, getting the ball spotted. Lovelady still has 2 timeouts. Plenty of time left here.
30 yards for Stauffer on the completion.
There goes James to his right. He's got a receiver open. It's caught and taken down at the 31. Clock stops again for the first down. Here we go.
Yeah, that was that Patrick again on the catch?
Yeah,
no, that was Chase on.
Yeah, it was 12 Chase on. And here they go. James looking around, looking for a receiver. He's got nobody open.
Throw it away.
He's going to throw it up to his receiver in the end zone. Oh! Incomplete.
Woo!
Intended for Stauffer. He just signaled to him, I'm going to throw it up to you.
If you're a Grapeland Sandy, your heart just went all the way to your throat, and you were able to swallow it because he had it, and he just doesn't come up with a catch.
What a game.
Oh, my goodness.
This is one of those, I'm going with my holy shenanigans call, Jeremy.
That was his 58th pass of the game, Brett. 58.
Oh, he's going over 60 here, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Second down and 10. Well, unless they just complete one in the end zone on this one.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness. Ball's on the 31-yard line, and we have pandemonium here at the Palace.
What man.
What a play. What a game.
James, he's in the gun. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking around, scrolls around to his left. He's going to run with it, and he's going to get out of bounds, and he's going to pick up, let's see, we're going up to 25?
26.
So 6.
So 5 yards on the play?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's just 19 seconds left.
They got 2 timeouts, though, so they can throw the ball around anywhere.
Yeah, but you don't want to hold it a long time, right?
Yeah,
you got to be decisive here.
He doesn't have time to do too much of that,
right.
though.
What he did the last play, probably the last time you can get away with doing that and not put yourself in trouble.
Back to pass. James got pressure coming, steps up in the pocket. He's collapsing around him, and he is sacked by number 74, Jesse Ellington, and they'll have to take a timeout.
Yeah, that was a big play there by Ellington.
And so now we've got a big 4th down and 12 coming here.
Yeah, and a loss of 8 on that play.
Man, oh man. What a game. I hope you're enjoying this game. There's been a lot of folks tuning in here. They're picking up this game late like, wow, what's this game going
somebody
on?
texted a friend who texted a friend, and we got some excitement here.
The good news is the internet's been working solid since I made that adjustment.
That's right.
So.
And man, what a deal here. Big. Again, this is it, right? Like if you don't get 12, 13 yards here, this is the ball game.
Yep. They still have one timeout left.
And I almost jinxed it, and I'm glad I didn't say anything. But Lovelady, until that last play, their offensive line had been really doing a good job of protecting James. And then
he stepped up in the pocket, but it kind of collapsed around him.
It did. He had nowhere to go, and a great job there by the Sandy defense of collapsing that pocket.
The defense, we mentioned defense tonight, but this is
one of those times where it matters, right? You got people all over the field, receivers and corners and safeties are all over. They're giving cushion here on the outside to our right.
Okay, James back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's got time. Looking for a receiver, though. He's going to throw it across the middle, and it's incomplete. And that's going to do it. What a game here in Grapeland.
Wow.
And the Grapeland Sandies are going to hold on. Wow.
And again, go back to that play in the end zone where Stauffer had it and just couldn't come up with a catch, right? That could have been the one that put him within one.
Man, oh man.
Man, oh man, what a ball game.
This was an incredible ball game.
And again, if you're not a fan of either team and you just tuned in, hopefully you've enjoyed it. It has been an interesting, exciting, amazing game. What a game.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, if you didn't tune in this game and you missed the first quarter, you didn't miss anything.
That's right.
Three quarters of these, where all these points were scored.
Yeah.
And I guess the over/under should have been closer to 130, 140 here.
Yeah,
I mean, just a great performance from both teams, and these two teams. Hey, we could see this matchup again, third round.
Very true.
I mean, these are going to be your second and third place teams from this district. So your final district is going to be Mount Enterprise, Grapeland, Lovelady, and Overton.
Man, and again, we've seen now all four of those teams play, and I would give all four of those teams a solid shot at moving on in the first round of bi-district, right? I mean, we've seen all four teams. They've got players at every level that can make it happen. So I'm excited to see what this district does when it comes to bi-district.
Well, that's going to do it for our regular season coverage. Don't forget, NETSN is not done. We'll be doing playoffs for NFHS. We'll make sure we share those links out, the games that we'll be doing. So you just go on NFHS, pay for the subscription. You get not only games we cover, but any games in the state, all included. And I think it's like $13 a month.
Yeah, and I think you said, I don't know if it's still live, but there was a promo.
There was.
I think it might have disappeared, but there was a promo for half off. So maybe you check and see if that's still available. But yeah, again, all playoff games are NFHS, but we'll be broadcasting as many as we can.
And we've got basketball starting up, so I'm probably going to be doing games more than I'm going to be home here over the next few weeks. It's going to be a busy time. But that's going to do it here in Grapeland. A shout out to our man Richard up top on the camera. Did a great job for us tonight. Brought you this action. For Jeremy Diamond, I'm Brett Sweeney signing off for the evening. The final here in Grapeland. Grapeland survives a thriller here, 77-69. Thanks for watching high school football on NETSN. Good night, everybody.
Williams fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa. They get set early, quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap. Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown.
Macho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run. He's still on his feet. Camacho still on his feet. He's still running. Camacho, goodness gracious, he's still going. Camacho, is he going to score? Wow. Touchdown. Quick pass. Bork adjusts and intercepted, and he caught it.
He's coming back. He's going all the way.
Oh my God. No,
It's Taylor.
Just let him go. Just let him go.
And a pick six.
Kind of stalled him out here. Brisbane got Stewart with a little.
Oh, he ran over the defender. The helmet coming off. Holy man.
Quarterback Smith. And Smith's in the gun. He's going to go back to pass. Goes out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Bork again. Caught. Bork breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Arp. What? Here we go. First and 10. They're going to throw it outside. They're going to double pass here. Going deep. That's Man Scott. What a catch by Man Scott. It's a one-handed grab. He's going to go almost all the way. Just tackle at the one. Highlight reel right there for Man Scott. Oh my goodness, Jason.
I don't think you'll see anything like that.
Woo.
That's not an East Texas highlight reel. That's Sports Center right there.
Man, oh man. What a catch.